a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports.
Howard to the face-off circle, pass in front for Grease, he scores! Howard with a good pass, and Ashton Grease, his 15th of the year.
It's time for Oahe Capitals hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Capitals hockey is brought to you by Weatherall, Palace, and Hermanson Endodontics.
Here's Ashton Grease trying to get in front. It comes in front. They score! That's John Lyons. John Lyons' first varsity goal comes here in the state tournament.
Oahe Caps hockey is also brought to you by Fisher Rounds and Associates, Sunmasters, and All Around Graphics.
Howard will walk it in the zone. Howard with a shot, and it goes in the net, and the Capitals win! Off of Gabe Brecker and in, and the Caps win it 2-1 in overtime.
Now, with the call of the game, here's the voice of the Oahe Capitals, John Winkler.
As we welcome you here on this Saturday evening to the Expo Center as the Oahe Capitals take on the Sioux Center Storm in the first of 2 games this weekend and the first of the last 3 games of the regular season. Good evening, John Winkler here on this Saturday evening as the Oahe Caps take on the Sioux Center Storm, and a big 4 points up for grabs here this weekend as the Caps and Storm right now, where they sit on the standings. Sioux Center did lose yesterday. They are now down into the 6th spot. They were 4-5 with the Oahe Capitals in 4. They were in 5th place. Now they're in 6th place. However, a sweep for the Storm can put the Capitals in real danger of dropping to the 6th seed. The Caps split. They're probably going to be in that 4-5 matchup coming the first round of the state tournament here in just a couple of weeks. Before we get into that contest, and we'll talk about it more, and we'll actually give you an update as things go on here tonight, we've got other Capital teams in the state tournament right now. We got 3 Capitals teams in the state tournament, the Pee Wee C, Pee Wee B, and the girls 14U team. We start with Pee Wee C, who will play for the 7th place game. That'll be tomorrow. They lost 4-3 to Yankton and then 4-3 in overtime to Watertown today. They lost yesterday to Yankton 4-3, so a couple of 4-3 scores that didn't go their way. But the Pee Wee C team can still end their season on a note of a win as they'll play in the 7th place game tomorrow evening. The Oahe Capital Pee Wee B team, they are in the state championship. An 18-0 win over Huron in the first game of the tournament. And that team that's undefeated won 6-1 earlier today against Rushmore. That game was at 3 o'clock, so it got over about an hour ago. And they end up winning 6-1 over Rushmore, and they will wait to see who they will face in the state championship tomorrow at 3 o'clock. We won't be able to give you any updates on it. We hope that we can't give you any updates on it because the game's at 12 tomorrow afternoon. But we'll keep you updated throughout and talk about that because the Oahe Pee Wee B team has a chance to get themselves a state championship as the top seed as they will take on Sioux Falls 2 or Sioux Falls 1 in the state championship. And the game going on right now in the state tournament, that's the Oahe Capital girls 14U team, as they won their first game 6-5 over Rushmore as the 4 seed and taking on the top seed right now, Sioux Center. And it is a 3-1 lead for Sioux Center Storm right now, or the Sioux Center Tornadoes over the Oahe Capital girls 14U team. So that winner will go to the state championship. The loser will follow a 3rd place game. So we'll keep you updated on those scores as we go around in the next couple of hours here with this game, the varsity matchup between the Oahe Capitals and the Sioux Center Storm. So let's get to tonight's game with Sioux Center Storm, who graduated a lot of guys that they've been the last couple of years. They've kind of had some well-known guys across the state, and they've had some really good players the last couple of years. This year, they still got that. Not as many, not the same amount. They started to make their appearance last year, but they still bring in a good crew coming into tonight, including their leading scorer right now, and that's Grady Duden, who's got 14 goals on the season. He's got 14 goals, 16 assists. He's the leader in both categories with his 30 points. He's second in goals. Lucas Van Berkel is the top goal scorer with 16 goals right now. Isaac Bart with 11 goals. He kind of made his name known last year for the Sioux Center Storm. Aiden DeJager, he's got 14 assists as well on the defensive side. Their defense, while maybe not scoring a whole lot, they still got Aiden DeJager. Taylor DeJager is the guy that was here for the last couple of years. Aiden DeJager's kind of starting to make his name known. He's still a big kid, just like his brother Taylor DeJager was. But for the defense. Creed Waring still on defense for the Sioux Center Storm as he returns for another year. Easton Vanberg, Judah Bart, Isaac Bart, part of that second line. Matthew King, Grady Duden, Lucas Van Berkel. That's the line for the Sioux Center Storm. You add Isaac Bart that scored 11 goals. He's been able to find his way to score, but it's really that top line that gets the job done. And then they, I wouldn't say pick up the scraps of the second line, but they do a good job of picking their spots in that second line to score a lot of goals. Luke Myers is the goalie. He's got 8 wins of the season. They did lose last night, did the Sioux Center Storm. They lost to Brookings as it was an 8-2 score for the Brookings Rangers. Sioux Center picked up those 2 goals, which is 2 big goals and 2 tough goals to get against Brookings. They don't allow a lot of many goals against per game, but they were able to score twice. So that tells you that their offense, and we'll talk with Coach Steve Steele here in just a little bit in the Weather All Coaches interview, just how tough this offense can be for Sioux Center and how quickly they can get up and down the ice. And it could be a factor in this one here this evening. The White Capitals in the Sioux Center Storm for the Expo Center. We are at the near end of our season. After this weekend, no more games here at the Expo Center for the White Capitals. The Pee Wee or the Bantam B tournament will be hosted here at the Expo Center next weekend. But in terms of varsity, this is the last 2 home games. We've been here a long time. We've had 10 straight home games. By the time this weekend comes to an end, before having to go on the road one more time to take on Sioux Falls 1 next Saturday to finish out the regular season. And the Caps have been able to enjoy that home mark, and they continue to hope to enjoy that home mark as they're going to be looking for an opportunity to pick up 4 more points here before we get to the end of the season. It's still an outside shot of 3rd place for the White Capitals, but they're going to need a lot of help, and it's probably, I mean, they need a lot of help to make that happen. They first got to win all 6 games, and they're going to need a couple of Sioux Falls 1 losses that maybe shouldn't be there for them when they look at it, and that could be the difference in the Caps potentially moving up to the 3rd seed. But if they take care of business, the worst they can do for the rest of the season is be at that 4th spot, which will be the 3rd game of the day of this state tournament in Sioux Falls here in a couple of weeks. You listen to KCCR FM Blunt as the Caps and Sioux Center Storm coming up here from the Expo Center. And we're right around 20 minutes or so, right around 20 minutes from game time. We'll have that for you here on Capital City Rock, and you're watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. This is the home of the state tournaments for both the boys and the girls. All you got to do is subscribe to Capital City Rock Sports on YouTube. Keep it here on Capital City Rock. If you're listening on the radio, you can stream us on CapitalCityRock.com. All 22 games. The 11 for the girls, 11 for the boys. In the first weekend, second weekend of March. We'll be all here on your Riverfront Broadcasting Station, Capital City Rock, and, of course, on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. We will step aside. We'll come back here, and we will talk with our coaches. We'll talk with Coach Steve Steele of the Hawaii Capitals. Back after this with our Weather All Coaches interview. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
That serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics. 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierre say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Hi, this is Keenan Howard, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Welcome back to the pregame show here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Joining me is Coach Steve Steele, the Weatherall Coaches interview. As Coach take on Sioux Center here this weekend, 2 games. First one here tonight, then obviously the second one tomorrow night. But 2 big ones. Sioux Center did lose yesterday, so they've dropped down to the 6th spot, but they can still get up to that 4th spot or knock you down, guys, a spot or 2. These are very, very 4 big points to pick up.
Yeah, and I think for us, right now we've got to focus on the 2 tonight. If we kind of feel like if we can get one of the 2, I think we're pretty safe. But, better to get the 2 tonight than to have to worry about the 2 tomorrow. So, we've got to put everything we can into tonight and make sure we come away on top.
Obviously, we talked a little bit about Coach's Corner, but what does Sioux Center do? This is the first time we get to see them this year. We've seen everybody else, but what do they do?
They like to play a quick transition game. They've kind of done that a little bit in the past. I think they've almost doubled down on it a little bit this year, where their wingers are going to get out early. They're going to get out early and often out of the defensive zone. They've got some really good speed there with their wingers and their D. When they can force a turnover in their zone or gain possession of the puck, they'll just look for those quick out entry or exit passes and try and get their guys out in transition.
They played Brookings last night. If you were able to watch it, did you see anything that stood out to you from maybe differently than what you had previously when you were scouting them?
Well, I think they scored 2 goals on Brookings, which is a difficult thing to do. So their transition gave them fits at times. They've got a couple kids that are really good finishers, so I think it confirmed a lot of the stuff that we looked at over the course of the week.
Carter Scholes will be starting here in net tonight, so what do you expect from him early on? Because the last couple games, it's been well in hand, but also he hasn't been tested very much. How important is obviously it's a good, you want to have a good start for him, but how important is it to maybe see a couple shots for him?
It's going to be a big start to the game, all the way around. Again, their top line is a very, very good top line. They're very talented. They've got a lot of speed on it. So they're probably going to have some chances, no matter how good defense we play. They're a good enough group to still find their way around and get some good opportunities. So he's going to have to be good early to shut those guys down and give us an opportunity to get ahead.
We've been in the Expo Center for a long time in the last couple months. This is the final 2 home games, but have you been able to kind of notice maybe at the end of a season compared to other seasons that the fatigue isn't nearly as bad because you're not traveling?
Yeah, I think it's kind of been weird. It's almost just like it's almost like the bubble, from the NHL a couple of years ago where you just think everyone's been doing this, and you talk to some of the other coaches that have been driving around like we were in December, and they're on the opposite end of that, so I think it's definitely been a good thing for us to not really have to leave town and, to be able to sleep in our own beds and do all those things. So, hopefully that can benefit us here this last weekend at home, and then we can start looking ahead to Sioux Falls.
Yeah, shift a little bit right now. Pee Wee Bees are in the state championship. It's fun to watch and see these younger kids do it, but how exciting is it for them to be in the state championship tomorrow night?
Man, it's going to be a lot of fun to watch those guys. We were driving back from Sioux Falls here this morning or this afternoon and got a chance to watch a good portion of that game on Live Barn on the way back, and just a lot of fun to see those guys play. They're a really good team, a lot of really good kids, good coaches, and a fun group to watch. So, we're all planning on sticking around to watch it here at the Expo Center tomorrow after we finish up with Sioux Center.
And back to tonight's game, what's it going to take to beat Sioux Center here tonight?
We've got to neutralize their first line and find a way to get ahead early. I said this is a group that they feel comfortable playing in a shootout, but if they can get that first line rolling and get some momentum, they're a tough group to stop. So we've got to keep them in check.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, John.
Back with more of the pregame show next year on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent in your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Hi, this is Kieran Duffy, and you're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back here at the Expo Center as we are getting set for puck drop between the Hawaii Capitals and the Sioux Center Storm. We had the coaches interview. We did that, we pre-recorded outside because it's so nice of a day outside. The Expo Center temperature says it's 59 degrees outside. So we decided to go where it's nice and warm outside for a moment to do that interview, but it didn't really factor in the wind possibility. So that's why you heard that wind in the background, because it's not windy inside the Expo Center, but it is a little windy outside of the Expo Center. Here for the Hawaii Capitals and the Sioux Center Storm inside this Expo Center tonight. As we go looking, we talked a little bit about the Sioux Center Storm, but here for the Hawaii Capitals, Ashton Grease right now, 27 assists, coming into the weekend, tied for the state high of 27 assists. And then Carter Sanderson in the top 5 in goals going into this weekend with 22 goals on the year. So two of those top guys on the top line are getting the job done and getting into the level of being some of the best in the state. And then you got Jaron Beck on there, who has got 6 goals and 18 assists. He's been the biggest, he's been the best grinder on this team, and really does a lot of things that they're not showing up on the score sheet. They're not getting the 6 goals, 18 assists. That's a lot. That's still good. That's still really, really good. However, when you look at Ashton Grease and Carter Sanderson and say, well, he's lacking a score. That's not the case at all. He's doing the little things that aren't showing up to give the opportunity for Ashton Grease and Carter Sanderson to score those type of goals. You look back to a couple of years ago, Caden Davis was kind of that guy that did a lot of things, went to the corners, did a lot of greasy things to get guys goals, and especially Spencer Wadine and Talon Grease on that team a couple of years ago. That was his role. It wasn't to necessarily score every time, score a lot of goals. Jaron Beck's kind of taken that role and has done exceptionally well. 6 goals and 18 assists. That's nothing to shy away from. That's not to take anything away from, but he does a very good job of doing the little things that doesn't show up on the score sheet. Is the reason why the Caps right now with those 11 wins and 22 points in the season. Look back at the second line, John Lyons, Devin Dotson, Andre Carbonneau, and you also have Barrett Schweitzer, Keller Herman, and you look around and you see Keaton Howard, John Lyons, and Devin Dotson, and Andre Carbonneau, Kellen Herman, and Barrett Schweitzer. Those guys, that second, third line, then their interchange will be in second and third line. They got to be good again here tonight and tomorrow for the Caps to get goals. They have combined that line with Howard, Lyons, and Dotson have combined for 21 goals. Schweitzer, Herman, and Carbonneau have combined for 13 goals. That's big for a third line or a second and third line, whatever you want to say, is going to score 21, 13 goals respectively around there. So that's big for the Capitals. And you see Jaden Floor, Corbin Beestrom, Dre Burns, and Grayson Hudsley, those guys on defense, along with Ryan Wadine and Jay Sanderson. Burns getting close to having double digits in assists as well as having double-digit goals, 7 goals, 9 assists. That's a big look on defense. And, of course, Jaden Floor with those 8 assists as well. That's a big offensive look on defense as well. It's not just guys that are playing back. They can step up and play offensively well as well. The Capitals and the Sioux Center Storm coming up here from the Expo Center in just a little bit. We also want to mention here before we do take that last break, Carter Scholes, 5 wins, 2.53 goals against average, 903 save percentage. He gets the start today. Kieran Duffy will get the start tomorrow. And the Caps will be looking for that tandem to have 2 wins, or 1 win each, going out of this weekend and going into the final day of a game next Saturday when they take on Sioux Falls 1 out in Sioux Falls. They have to get back on the road again. It has been a while. For the Capitals, it's been since the first weekend in January that they've had to go on the road. But they will be back on the road next Saturday to take on Sioux Falls 1 after they take Sioux Center on here tonight and then tomorrow at noon. And, of course, both games, as you're listening right here on Capital City Rock, will also be on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. So we'll take our final break here, the pregame show, and when we come back, we have Puck Drop for you. The Hawaii Capitals and the Sioux Center Storm. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre. Tuesday night, the Pierre Governors play its final regular season game at home as they welcome in the Jefferson Cavaliers, and KCCR will have the call. This is Sports Director John Winkler. Join me for senior night at Riggs High School as the Governors will host Jefferson in basketball for the first time ever. Coverage will begin at 6:40 with tip-off scheduled for 7 o'clock. Pierre Governors and Jefferson Cavaliers. Tuesday night boys basketball on your home for Governor Sports. KCCR, KCCRradio.com, and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierre say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Hi, this is Steve Steele, the head coach for the Oahe Capitals, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com.
Lights are off here at the Expo Center as the Capital players will be on their way out here in just a moment as they take on the Sioux Center Storm here this evening. The Caps and the Sioux Center Storm, the first of two games here this weekend. As the Caps here tonight, and then tomorrow at noon or around noon, the Capitals will take on the Sioux Center Storm. Caps right now in fourth place in the standings at 11-6, like to be at 13-6 by the end of this weekend. Sioux Center Storm, as they come in after a loss last night, they come in at 9-6-1-0, one tie so far on the season. And they've been up and down a little bit. They've surprised some games. You know, they split with Aberdeen last weekend, and those two teams split to a point where it's after the first game, we go, boy, Sioux Center, he's going to win that second game. And then Aberdeen kind of didn't blow them out, but kind of took it to them in that second game. So it's been a up and down season for Sioux Center, but they are a good team. If they get hot, they're going to be a dangerous team to face in the state tournament, and this could be a team that the Capitals will see in the first round of the state tournament. As depending on how things go tonight and how things go tomorrow, and then the final games of the season for Sioux Center, we could see the Capitals and the Sioux Center Storm playing each other in the first round of the state tournament. As we will send it down to Jason Dodson for the introduction of our starting lineups.
At one forward, number 2, at one defenseman, number 3, Waring. One defenseman, number 8, Dawson Luke. At one forward, number 23, Lucas Van Berkel. At one forward, number 25, Grady Duden. And the goalie for the Storm, number 31, Luke Myers. The Storm are coached by Brett Suing and Dwayne Duden.
Your starters for the Sioux Center Storm, as we have the starters now for the Oahe Capitals here this evening.
Make some noise for your Oahe Capitals starters. Great job.
So we're ready to go here on this Saturday evening as the White Capitals take on the Sioux Center Storm. You heard those starters. It is Creed Waring as well as Dawson Lusink. Grady Duden, Matthew King, and Lucas Van Berkel will be the forwards. Luke Myers is the goalie. 8 wins, 3.4 goals against average, and 888 save percentage for the Sioux Center Storm. For the White Capitals, it is John Lyons, Devin Dodson, Andre Carbonneau, those three forwards, along with Corbin Beestrom and Dre Burtz. Carter Scholes is between the pipes. 5 wins, 2.53 goals against average, and a 903 save percentage. And Luke Myers with a shutout so far in the season. And for Carter Scholes, he's got 2 shutouts. Both goalies would like another shutout here. 17 minutes are on the clock. White Capitals will go from left to right. The Sioux Center Storm from right to left. And we are ready for hockey here on a Saturday night from the Expo Center. Carbonneau and King to take the face off. And it is won by the Sioux Center Storm as we are underway here on this Saturday night. In the zone is Lucas Van Berkel. He splits to the outside and around the boards, trying to get around the boards, but it's cut off by Dre Burton, and he will swing it around the boards out towards Grady Duden, where it's held in by Lusink for a moment, and back into the zone is Grady Duden trying to toe drag his way around. Could not. Matthew King now back for Duden. His backhander is broken up before it got to the net, and John Lyons plays it back behind the cage, where it's then trying to be split out by Corbin Beestrom, but broken up by Van Berkel. His pass to the slot is intercepted by Carbonneau, and then Dodson will chip it out of the zone, and the Capitals now will go the other way. And Devin Dodson in, but a good back check by Grady Duden. He was the last one back for the Sioux Center Storm, but the first one to get all the way back and disrupt Devin Dodson. A wind-up shot from Corbin Beestrom. That one went wide by the Capitals. And it will come out of the zone, and it will go all the way down, and it should go far enough for an icing, and it will. With 16:02 left to go here in the first period, our first whistle, 58 seconds in. Glad you're with us here on Capital City Rock and also watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. As we begin just right around a half an hour behind schedule, but we are underway here from the Expo Center. Keller Herman will take the face off to the left of Luke Myers in the offensive zone. He's got Jaden Floor behind him, Keenan Howard to his left, and then Barrett Schweitzer, the other forward on the right. So it's Herman, Howard, and Schweitzer with Lyons, Dodson, and Carbonneau, the other forward, besides that top line for the Capitals. As Schweitzer was falling to the ice, he was trying to play it back behind the net of the Sioux Center Storm. It's held in by Ryan Wadeen. Good move there by Wadeen. His shot is a save made by Myers off the blocker, but it's still played by the Capitals. A pass trying to go back out for Jaden Floor. It's intercepted, and now coming the other way is Isaac Bart. Bart will get in. Bart is all the way in. His shot, not much of a shot as Carter Scholes made the save, and there's no rebound, and a good job by Ryan Wadeen to get back to force that shot from Bart that he would like to probably have back again. It would have been a different shot if he was open. But Scholes made the save. We get a whistle with 15:37 to go here in the first period. Isaac Bart and Keller Herman on the face-off to the right of Carter Scholes. One back by Bart and the Sioux Center Storm for the point. There's a shot by Waring that goes wide of the blocker side of Scholes, and then cleared away by the Capitals. Hand is up for icing, and it will go the length of the ice for an icing with 15:26 left to go here in the first period. Another offensive zone face-off for the Sioux Center Storm. The Sioux Center Storm team, those top 2 lines can get the job done. Their third line, though, and fourth line start to really, the amount of goals really go down. They've got to combine 3 goals between the third and fourth line. Well, those top 2 lines are where the job is done for Sioux Center. Barrett Schweitzer, he gets free, and as he gets across Creed Waring. Waring was trying to block his path, trying to check him in the boards. He was able to duck under it. Caps got a shot from the side of the net from Keller Herman. And then Herman disrupts a puck in the neutral zone. Keenan Howard trying to dump it in. That one's blocked up, and it's back the other way. In the neutral zone, played by the Storm, but Howard from a knee, able to pass it across, but it goes right over to Isaac Bart. And Bart walks it in, shot it high over the net. Had a good look over at Carter Scholes. And now it's still in. There's a pass that's going to be off of a body. There's a shot by Waring that's blocked up by Floor. And now the Capitals out of the zone. Here's Barrett Schweitzer in. Schweitzer on his backhand, trying to pass it back across. Another good back check by Sioux Center. And then a big tie-up. It comes free. And a shot from Grease, a save from Myers as he had that post protected. And he'll end up covering up for a whistle with 14:28 to go here in the first period. Really good back check there by Isaac Bart to get back. So here is a face-off that will be to the left of Luke Myers. That puck's a bouncing puck as that top line out for the Capitals for the first time here tonight. But Sioux Center has it. Good exit out of their own end. Pass goes out as they have their top line out. Trying to cut him off was Dre Burnt, but still with the Storm. There's a pass that fanned on an opportunity. That came from Lucas Van Berkel. And now it's played back here by the Storm. Matthew King will pick it up. Van Berkel will pick it up, the captain of the Storm. And then hard across the boards from Corbin Beestrom on the rink-wide pass. And Ashton Grease carries it in on his off wing. Grease a pass to the slot off of the skates of Jaron Beck. Beestrom will hold the zone. A pass for Beck, tapped it along, but played by the Storm. Grady Duden out to the blue line, held in by Beestrom, but it will eventually come out, and now Duden's got a chance to go 2-on-2 in the zone. Duden trying to protect the puck from Sanderson, but could not as Burt played off the boards, but not out of the zone. Still held in as Aiden DeJager steps up offensively, but Burt will pick up the puck and backhand flip it out of the zone, and a bouncing puck that goes right to the tape of Ashton Grease, where he'll dump it in and go off for a change. But right before he got off for the change, Dre Burt went on and was able to get a shot away in the offensive end. Myers made the save. The puck was still loose and picked up by the Storm as it's wrapped around here to the near side, where Grady Duden will pick it up. Duden's pass out of the zone, intercepted by Carbonell. High flipper in and right to the breadbasket of Myers, who will just hold on for a whistle with 13:01 to go here in the first period. 4 shots to 1 in favor of the Hawaii Capitals. Face off to the left of Myers. Andre Carbonell will take it here for the Capitals as he wins it to the side, but the first player to get to it was the Sioux Center Storm, and now Judah Bart here for the Storm, and back to Isaac Bart. His pass goes across for Vandenberg, and it was broken up by John Lyons. Out to the blue line, it was not held in, and we get a whistle and an offside called against Sioux Center. I believe that was Green East Van Essen that could not hold it in. The Sioux Center Storm jersey, a little hard to read with black numbers on the dark blue jerseys. And from the sides, it's a little tough. As the Caps win the faceoff, a pass from Grayson Hunsley will be played in by Devin Dodson. From the near side, Dodson protects the puck as he goes around the cage for escape. Jaden Floor back at the point. He tried to avoid a check from Judah Bart, could not, and then a pass goes off the boards, and it will go down for icing. When you talk about not so active boards for the Hawaii Capitals, so that spot seemed to be a little bit more active because it didn't look like it had that much heat on it. But when it went off the board, didn't carry him the way that he was hoping for. Geometry teacher wouldn't be too happy with the angle that he took on the pass. And went down for an icing with 12:22 left to go. As they were, Coach Steele upset about a late change. Actually, they had 6 guys on the ice. Grease from his knees got a shot away that it was saved by the right pad of Myers. Held in by the Capitals and Grayson Hunsley. His shot was knocked down. Back to Hunsley. There's a redirect that tips high by Grease just over the cage. Grease trying to poke it, but it's played by the Sioux Center Storm from the corner all the way to the far side. Sanderson knocks down a man. Played back out of the zone, and it's taken by the Storm, but given right back up to the Capitals. And Ashton Grease, Creed Waring bumps into him. Sanderson has it. Inside the faceoff dot, a shot, and it goes wide of Myers. You don't want to give Sanderson, if you're Sioux Center, that many opportunities from that spot because he doesn't miss often. They caught a break right there, and the Sioux Center Storm ice it as they were just on the wrong side of the center ice with 11:36 to go here in the first period. 6-1 in shots now in favor of the Hawaii Capitals. Sanderson probably had the best chance out of anybody right now, and he just shot it wide. And Sioux Center, they have to go back again. I think they're taking too long on their changes, and that's what's getting them not to be able to make the change. And now we get a whistle. And a man gets kicked out of the face-off dot. That is Keller Herman. False start, so Barrett Schweitzer will take the face-off instead. He'll win it back. Howard trying to chop at it. It's loose for Howard to take. Howard thought about a shot, and then it's going to be poked out of play by the Sioux Center Storm, so it'll stay in the offensive end. Howard thought about a shot, but then his teammates in Keller Herman stepped right in front of his shooting lane. Ashton Grease, Jaron Beck, Carter Sanderson. As, again, a late change for Sioux Center. Ashton Grease wins the faceoff. Jaron Beck will turn. He'll throw it all the way around the board. Sanderson was tied up in front of the net. And there's a hard check into Sanderson on the side. The puck is loose. Beck trying to get a shot away. It actually got the shot away, but Myers is able to make the save. Burt runs into a man. Here's Dre Burt, a backhand pass. It comes back out to Sanderson. He'll walk it in. His shot. Myers made the save. It's loose. A rebound. It's still loose. And the Capitals tuck it in. They say it goes in. The Capitals score with 11:02 to go. I think they scored with 11:02 to go here in the first period. There is no signal yet. The puck is sitting in the back of the net, or it looked like, yeah, it's sitting in the back of the net right now. The Capitals were celebrating. It looked like the referee was pointing inside the goal with 11:02 left to go here in the first period. And I don't know, it doesn't look like the Capitals scored yet. And so we're going to have a discussion here with all four referees, or the two referees and the two linesmen. The Capitals were celebrating that win in. I don't know how Luke Myers was able to even have an opportunity to try and hold that one out. And it's the far end of the ice from where he's sitting at. And massive humanity, there's no way we're going to be able to see if they actually scored or not. Dre Burt was the first one to put his arms up in celebration, and they wave off the goal. And so Ashton Grease, the captain right now, he's going to talk with the referee. It looked like the referee was pointing down into the goal, and that's usually the sign of a goal is when you point in at the net that they scored, and he just, I guess, maybe had his arm out and maybe looking at something. And so with 11:02 to go, we still remain scoreless here. The Capitals right now out shooting the Storm 13-1. As the faceoff will be taken here by Ashton Grease. He wins it. His backhand pass to the slot. It comes to a bouncing puck where it comes out of the zone. Corbin Beestrom plays it to a safe area inside the neutral zone. But it will come back in and all the way down. Matthew King had a poke check at it. It rolled in on Carter Scholes, and he's able to cover for a whistle with 10:48 to go. But no shot there from the Storm. The faceoff will be coming to the right of Carter Scholes. Well, that's a tough one not to get for the Capitals. They thought they had a 1-0 lead. Isaac Bartz and Keller Herman on the face-off. It's won by Bart and played over by Easton Vandenberg into the corner. Wadeen's chip attempt out of the zone was denied the first time, but then will eventually get it out. And back to the blue line it comes for Jaden Floor. As Floor from his blue line will dump it in, or from the Sioux Center blue line dumps it in. As Isaac Bart picks it up. Backhand pass. It's a loose puck that's picked up by the Capitals. And then a backhander. It's caught up in Keller Herman. Caps for a delayed offside. Keenan Howard goes between his legs. Dangles around another time, but then lost the puck. And it's played back up. Isaac Bart touches the zone. He's going to race after it. Scholes comes out. He didn't get to it. And a backhander. They score. Isaac Bart. He will get the first goal of the game. 12 goals in the season for Isaac Bart. And he gives the Sioux Center Storm their early 1-0 advantage after the Caps thought they scored not even a minute ago. It turns into then Isaac Bartz scoring first. And Bartz is 12th of the year. He was able to poke it along. Scholes came out, didn't get to the puck. And a backhander that found its way in from Isaac Bart with an empty cage. So just the second shot of the game, the Capitals get their first goal, or the Storm get the first goal. Barrett Schweitzer, he'll push it into the corner, and behind the net it goes for Sioux Center. Isaac Bart, unassisted goal for the Storm. 1-0 is their score with 9:50 to go in the first period. Ryan Wadeen was able to intercept one pass, but it's still back in by Bart. Bart's pass, the points, a shot moving in, a high blocker save. It's still loose, a rebound, they score again, and Bart's got another one. As the rebound came back to Isaac Bart, and he pushed it off of maybe a defender, and then it goes off the right pad of Carter Scholes in the back of the net. And Isaac Bart has gotten back-to-back goals. He had a really good look to Judah Bart, who had a good shot. Scholes made the initial save, but the high shot create a bouncing rebound, and with 9:39 to go, it's now a 2-0 lead for Sioux Center. So just not even 30 seconds apart. It's now a 2-0 game, and Grady Duden smelling blood in the water right now. There's a shot that's saved by Scholes. The rebound is picked back up by Sioux Center. A pass that's taken in the slot. Aiden DeJager and Judah Bart get the assist. Devin Dodson carries it in. His shot, and Luke Myers makes the save. And we get a whistle. DeJager and Judah Bart get the assist. So Judah Bart picks up his 4th assist. Aiden DeJager his 15th assist. And Isaac Bart's now got 13 goals in the season. With 9:12 left to go, Coach Steele not happy again because it looks like Sioux Center is starting to send guys out and then brings them all back. Because Steele's game plan is to seemingly to change to basic. I mean, his game plan is to strategically see what line's going out there for Sioux Center, and then when he sees that, he sends his guys out, and then when they send them back, it turns into them basically getting the last change. That's the home ice advantage, is you get the last change. Carter Sanderson, and they're looking for maybe a delay of game penalty to come up against Sioux Center at some point. Grady Duden here from the blue line. It's going to be picked off at the blue line, held in. Carter Sanderson, he's got a wide open net. A pass for Grease, a backhander. It's still loose, and then it's still held out by Luke Myers. The Caps at a 2-on-0 with 8:50 to go. And with 8:50 left, Luke Myers has been standing on his head here in the first 9 minutes of the game. Coach Steele continuing to have a conversation with the linesman now. Ashton Grease will take the face-off, and he'll win it, push it back for Beestrom. He'll play it into the corner on the near side, and it comes back behind the net. It's going to be played back again by the Sioux Center Storm, and then flushed out of the zone by Isaac Bart. A bouncing puck, settled down by Burt. Judah Bart picks it up. He gets bumped in by Burns, and now Grease a pass. He avoids a big hit from Bart and then flipped back out of the zone. It's taken back by Burt from the red line. Plays it up ahead for Grease, and back into the zone it goes here for the Capitals. Sanderson, a diving attempt. Sanderson through the slot. A tip by Jaron Beck that goes high over the net. Still held in by Burt. Goes cross ice for Beestrom. His pass goes off the leg of Sanderson and goes wide. As Sioux Center trying to get out of the zone, they do. And it will roll all the way down for an icing with 8:02 left to go here in the first period. 15-5 in shots in favor of the Capitals. A 2-0 lead here for Sioux Center, though. Isaac Bart's got both goals. He got the first one on a play that he basically created himself. Able to get around one defender, then able to get around the goalie Carter Scholes. Scholes came out to play it, and he was able to get it around, and the backhand able to score. And then Bart got a rebound attempt after a Judah Bart shot. Then he ended up putting the back of the net after it goes off of a body in front. And then it was off the right pad and in off of Carter Scholes. And again, to go back to what the Capitals bench is hot about right now is in hockey and home ice, one of the advantages of home ice, baseball you get the bat last. But here in hockey, you get the last change. So Sioux Center has to make their change first, and the Capitals have a time to see if they send out this line, that line, or another line, what line they want to send out. Sometimes it doesn't matter. A lot of times it probably doesn't matter. But in this scenario, and where Coach Steele wants it to be, he wants to play that strategic game. And when you are basically deking them out, you turn into having the last change, which turns into a delay game penalty if you're doing that, if you're trying to make changes like that after the home team gets the last change. As the Caps win the face-off on the icing floor, the shot is broken up in front. It was still loose, but pushed in the corner by the Storm. As it's now back again for Dodson. Dodson had his pocket picked by Duden, and now it's going back the other way here for the Sioux Center Storm. King, a pass for Duden. Goes off of Duden, back for King. Pass to the slot, misses everybody, and picked up by John Lyons. His pass goes out. It was tipped by the Sioux Center Storm, so there is no icing. Dawson races after it, but Creed Waring will pick it up first. Waring into the near side corner. Plays it back around to the far side. Out to the blue line and held in by Hunsley. Played off the boards to hold it in. Chopped down on a bouncing puck, and then it's flipped out, and then a high stick is going to be coming up, but Jaden Floor will touch it first. So there is no high stick. It played by a high stick. And then that will go into the bench and out of play after it looked like it might have glanced off the linesman. But 7:01 to go here in the first period. So Sioux Center will make their line change. The Capitals will get their line change out. 7:01 to go here in the first period. Still a 2-0 lead for Sioux Center. Isaac Bart's got both of them. He's going to take the face-off against Ashton Grease. He wins the face-off. Judah Bart, a pass goes back. There's a shot that goes high and just missing. Easton, that was Graydon Van Essen that got the shot away. Here's now Sanderson, though, will pick it up for the Capitals. He's going to try and pick up speed. Trying to cut him off, pushing him into the boards. That was Easton Vandenberg. And then Jaron Beck and Ashton Grease. They push and shove around with a couple of Sioux Center players. That puck was loose on a shot, and now we got a whistle. And a high sticking penalty is going to come up against the Sioux Center Storm. Looks like Judah Bart will go to the box. Judah Bart will go for 2 for high sticking with 6:34 to go here in the first period. So it can play a puck with a high stick, and it just results in a dead play if you're the same team to touch it up. But you also get a high sticking penalty, and that's what it's called against Judah Bart.
It's 6:34.
I believe it was, actually it was Van Essen that goes. Van Essen's in the box. So the Capitals are on the power play here with 6:20 to go in the first period. Keenan Howard across. His shot is loose and it's in the back of the net. It didn't go off of Myers. It went off of Myers. He didn't catch it cleanly. And Howard is able to squeak one by. Luke Myers to score on the power play. And the Capitals are back within 1. 6:18 left to go here in the first period. A power play goal for Keenan Howard. That is his 13th goal of the season. And the Caps are within 1 shot now. After they thought they scored the first goal of the game, they went down by 2. And now they're back within 1. Keller Herman and Matthew King will take the face-off. 6:18 left to go here in the first period. The power play goal for Keenan Howard. 2-1 is their score. As Matthew King had his pass fan on. Barrett Schweitzer nearly had it. Going to the ground, going to the ice was one of the Sioux Center Storm players. A shot from the blue line by Howard is stopped by Luke Myers. Burns and Jaron Beck get the assist. So Burns and Beck get the 2 assists for the Capitals. 2-1. 5:40 to go here in the first period. From the neutral zone. Van Essen, who got the penalty. That one's broken up. Actually, that's Aiden DeJager. And then he runs into his own teammate. Keenan Howard now takes the puck. Matthew King got hit by his own teammate. And it's played back again. King will go back to his own blue line. Nearly had his pocket picked by Schweitzer. But now King, a pass goes across for Duden as he carries it in. Duden with a shot. Save is made by Scholes. Duden took a hit on that shot by Herman. And a save by Scholes. 17-6 in shots right now in favor of the Capitals, but it's still a 2-1 game with 5:19 to go here in the first period. Face-off will go to the left of Carter Scholes. Ashton Grease, Isaac Bart will take the face-off. And Bart will win it. His shot goes wide off of a body. And now it'll be picked back up by Burns. And Burns' pass misses Sanderson. It will be iced with 5:08 to go here in the first period. 17-6 in shots. 2-1 our score. 5:08 left to go here in the first period. Isaac Bart, Ashton Grease again. This time to the right of Carter Scholes. Face-off is won by the Capitals. Though Judah Bart got to it first. And then Grease and Judah Bart go down together. Corbin Beestrom around the boards to the far side. It goes all the way down the ice. Will it go far enough for an icing? It will not. It's picked up by Dawson Lusink. And it's played up and out of the zone now by Sioux Center. Judah Bart picks it up here on the near side. As he goes on his off wing, he's able to bring it in to the zone. From the corner, his pass was broken up, and another pass trying to go for Bart from Vandenberg. And then it was played up. Here's Grease back in. Grease trying to kick it back to his stick, but it was cleared away by the Storm, and now Beestrom will go and turn from his own end. First pass is blocked down by Judah Bart. Second one is blocked down again by the Storm, and then it will finally be cleared away by Jaron Beck, or off of Jaron Beck and down, and he'll go off for the change. 4:05 to go here in the first period. Ryan Wadeen. Wadeen will turn into the neutral zone. He gets knocked down by Duden, picked up by Carbonneau. He'll pirouette right at center ice, but it's picked back up, and it'll go over for Carbonneau. And then from the blue line, John Lyons, Matthew King. Now it's played over, and Creed Waring gets it out of his own end. And from the neutral zone, it's dumped in by Sioux Center. Ryan Wadeen. Wadeen gets it out of the zone, and it'll be played up and out here again for Sioux Center. Right back in come the Sioux Center Storm. Broken up off of a King. And now Carbonneau, 3-on-2 coming in the zone. Carbonneau is in with Dotson and Floor. Carbonneau swings all the way wide, and they couldn't get a pass away or a shot. As it's broken up, Matthew King, he turns it over to Dotson. He'll turn around. His pass to the slot for Floor just misses. And now Grady Duden will go the other way. Duden gets around John Lyons. He's got a breakaway. Duden in, he scores. Grady Duden's 15th of the season. 3:02 left to go here in the first period. And the Capitals couldn't get back quick enough. And Duden made them pay. And it's now a 3-1 lead with 3:02 left to go here in the first period. 17-7 in shots, but 3 goals right now for the Sioux Center Storm on just 7 shots on net. Grady Duden, 15 goals. And again, the Caps just could not get back in time. Here's Isaac Bart right back in for the Storm. Here is Carter Sanderson. Flips it up, but not out of the zone. There's a shot that will go well wide of the cage. Jaron Beck flips it out of the zone. Swiping at it with Sanderson, but he lost his stick, so now Grease is by himself, 1-on-2 into the zone. Pass for Beck, misses his backhand stick. 2:35 left to go here in the first period. And now Burnt is in, but is going back the other way. Up here and knocking Isaac Bart down was Burnt. Corbin Beestrom will carry it in the offensive end. Beestrom on his backhand. Beestrom, a pass to the slot is broken up. Played all the way around, back for Grease here on the far side, as he's able to get his skates over to it to hold it in the zone, wait for some support. And now Sanderson trying to get to the forehand. Sanderson for the side of the nets. That one's broken up with 2 minutes to play in the first period. Judah Bart, he is in. Bart will turn. His pass for Isaac Bart. Picked up, a shot, save, a rebound. It goes wide. Easton Vandenberg had that first initial chance. Bart was looking for the hat trick. And Aiden DeJager lost the puck. It goes out of the zone, but he nearly lost it to Sanderson for a breakaway. Then as he flipped it into the netting and out of play with 1:43 to go here in the first period. And the faceoff will be just outside the Capitals' blue line. So the Caps right now down again by 2 goals to the Sioux Center Storm. Face-off, Keller Herman will, actually Sioux Center won the face-off, and they will dump it in, and it will be covered up by Carter Scholes for a whistle with 1:36 to go here in the first period. Face-off will be to the right of Carter Scholes. Face-off is taken here by Barrett Schweitzer. Schweitzer trying to get around. Schweitzer trying to get in. He's hooked up. He couldn't get a shot away. It's going to be a penalty shot. And so they will call a hooking call, but no penalty shot. And the Capitals go back on the power play. Hook is called against Dawson Lusink. So Lusink will go with the hook with 1:26 to go here in the first period, and the Caps are on their second power play. They're looking for a penalty shot, was the Capitals. Schweitzer was in front of everybody, but it will be cleared away on the face-off win by the Sioux Center Storm. Carter Scholes will tee it up, picked up by Dre Burt, but he lost the puck. The man standing right in front of the net couldn't get it to him. Instead, it'll be Lucas Van Merkel that will turn all the way around. Dre Burt catches it in the glove as he tried to clear it all the way back across the ice. Burt tried to bring it in the zone, could not. It's all the way back again for Ashton Grease with 1 minute to go here in the first period. Keenan Howard has got the goal right now for the Capitals. Trying to swipe at it as it went off of his stick, and then off his skates and stick, and then Jaron Beck gets a shot in the slot and a save by Luke Myers, and we get a whistle with 52.4 to go here in the first period. 1:26 left on the power play. 3-1. Capitals trailing by 2 right now. Ashton Grease was the face-off off the stick of Howard. Played over now here for Beck. He'll start to walk it closer. A one-time chance for Howard. He missed the net, played around here to the near side for Sanderson, but Duden stepped in front of it, and at the blue line is thrown in off the glove of Burt in the Sioux Center bench with 38 seconds left to go here in the first period. And the face-off will be just outside the blue line. Ashton Grease will take the face-off. He'll win the back for Jaden Floor. Beck will put it in with 30 seconds left to go now here in the first period. Howard back as Grease was tripped up. He's a little slow to get up. And it's all the way down the ice with 22 seconds to go here in the first period. Jaden Floor will turn with 15 seconds. Pass. And it'll be broken up, but carried in now here by Grease. He'll swing wide with 10 seconds to go. Patch in front off the goalpost by Howard. Nearly had his second. They clear it down, and that will do for the first period. Howard hit the goalpost flush with 5 seconds to go. And instead of it being a 3-2 game, it's now a 3-1 score heading into the second period. Caps outshoot the Sioux Center Storm 19-10 at the end of the first period, but are down right now 3-1 in the game, as we will talk with assistant coach John Katilnik here at the end of the first period. As again, the Caps right now trailing 3-1 to the Sioux Center Storm. So, coach, that first period, a couple of breaks that didn't go your way, but still fought back to make it 2-1. Right now, being down 3-1. What's that? How's the feeling on the bench after that first period?
There's some frustration, and it's just about managing, not getting that to boil over. It's the guys are playing good. They're controlling the puck. They're controlling the offensive zone. Sioux Center got a couple lucky breaks, but for the most part, we're controlling what we want to control. Yeah, you're out shooting them 19-10. You still got 34 seconds of the power play. Not a whole lot of time to start the second period, but the power play has looked good. I mean, you're one post away, a break on the post away from making it a 3-2 game. That's going to be feeling good because his power play in the middle of this part of the season really struggled to get things going. Yeah, we moved Keenan back into that power play system, and it seemed to add a real good spark. And, Keenan's got a great shot, so get him out there and get him the puck and get him shooting.
So we won't go much into it, but I know you guys are upset with the line changes. If you want to explain why you guys, or what makes you guys upset about that for those that don't know about the line changes in hockey.
Yeah, so that's one part of the strategy of being home team is you get the last change. So you get to match up your guys against their lines, and we have specific lines we want out there. And when we see a set of the line go, we send our line that we want to go, and if they change after the fact, that they shouldn't be able to.
So going into the second period now, adjustments that you guys need to make to maybe not so much to make it a tie game after the second period. I know that's probably you like to have the lead by the end of the second period, but what do you need to do to claw back in this game?
You just cut down on the mistakes. A couple times you got beat, breakaways, and D's just got to get a better head on the swivel and keep track of those guys so they're not just getting free breaks.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Good luck in the second period and the third period.
Thanks, John.
That is assistant coach John Katilnik as the Oahe Capitals down 3-1 at the end of the first period, being outshot 19-10 in that first period. We will step aside. We'll come back and talk about around the state, but also around the Oahe Capitals. We'll get you an update on the girls 14U team that played earlier tonight, or was playing at that 5 o'clock game. We'll have the update on that one as well. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Hi, this is Assistant Captain Jaden Floor, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back here and into the first intermission report, as the Hawaii Capitals trail it 3-1 to the Sioux Center Storm. Isaac Bart's got 2 of the 3 goals. He scored the first 2 goals, and then it was Duden that made it 3-1 after Howard had a power play goal to make it 2-1. And that's where he sit 3-1 here at the end of the first period. You're listening to KCCR FM Blunt. And also the Sioux Center Storm had 2 penalties. One still on the board right now. First one was against Van Essen. And then the second one, and the Caps scored on that power play, and that was a high sticking call. And then a hook was called on Dawson Lusing as he's in the box for another 34 seconds or less to start the second period. We update you with the Hawaii Capitals right now across the state tournaments. We talked about it earlier. The Pee Wee C team will play tomorrow morning in the 7th place game after they dropped a couple of 4-3 decisions in the first game of the tournament. They lost to Yankton 4-3 and then lost in overtime to Watertown 4-3. They'll take on Sioux Center tomorrow for the 7th place trophy. As then the Pee Wee B, they are in the state championship as the Hawaii Capitals beat Huron 18-0 on Friday. Yesterday beat Rushmore 6-1 here today, and they will be taking on Sioux Falls 2 in the state championship. Sioux Falls 2, that 2 seed. So that is their matchup tomorrow in the state championship game. That's a 3 o'clock start in Mitchell for that one. The girls 14 U team, they are in Sioux Center, and they finished their game up against the Sioux Center Tornadoes, and they dropped it 3-1. So Sioux Center is in the state championship, and the Hawaii Capitals will be in the 3rd place game at 1 o'clock tomorrow, and they will take on the Mitchell Marlins 14 U team, as it was Brookings winning 7-2 over Mitchell in the other semifinal game. So it will be the 3 seed versus the 4 seed, the Hawaii Capitals and the Mitchell Marlins in the 3rd place game tomorrow for the girls 14U in Sioux Center. Then we have Bantam State tournaments next weekend. We'll have a varsity game will be played on Saturday. We'll get you updates from the Bantam State tournaments next weekend as well. One of them being here. The Bantam B team will be here. The Bantam A team. Now I'm unsure where the Bantam A team is going to be, but They will. I believe they may be in Huron. That must be where the Bantam A teams will play. But we'll have updates from those state tournaments coming up next weekend on that Saturday. Bantam A is actually in Brookings. So Bantam B here at Oahe, and then the Bantam A in Brookings next weekend. We will step aside. When we come back, we'll have scores around the states here on this Saturday evening. You're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost? Scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmaster in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Hi, this is Dre Burnt, assistant captain of the Oahe Capitals, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Back here at the Expo Center as we look around the state right now. The Oahe Capitals trailing 3-1 in our only game that is underway right now in the state as the Aberdeen Cougars and Brookings Rangers play. They're going to start playing, but it's not the only game that has gone. The one game has gone final already. Sioux Falls 1 beat Huron 8-0, and it was also Sioux Falls 1 beating Mitchell last night 7-1. Aberdeen beating Watertown 9-0 last night, and Brookings winning 8-2 over Sioux Center last night. One final score, 8-0 win for Sioux Falls 1 over Huron. 3-1 our score now. And the other games, Aberdeen and Brookings will play in Brookings tonight, and Watertown and Mitchell playing tonight in Mitchell. That is the game that will probably to determine the 8th seed. Both these teams are tied right now. Watertown with 5 wins, Mitchell with 4 wins, but both teams with 10 points. That is going to be the difference, most likely, on who is the 8th seed and who will be missing the state tournament. Tomorrow, the Capitals and Sioux Center Storm will play, Brookings and Huron will play, and then we go into the final weekend after that. Capitals, they have a 3-1 deficit right now at the end of the first period. 34 seconds are left on the man advantage for the Oahe Capitals, although they're out shooting Sioux Center 19-10, and they were out shooting like 15-3 at one point. But yet the Sioux Center Storm have led this entire way. The Capitals thought they had the first goal of the game. Referee waved it off, and then it turned going the other way. A couple minutes later, not even really 2 minutes later, Isaac Bart scored his first one. Then he made it 2-0. with 9:39 to go. It was 6:18. It was Keenan Howard the power play from Dre Burt and Jaron Beck to make it 2-1. And then Grady Duden had the goal to make it 3-1 with 3:02 left to go in the first period. And that is where he sit. 3-1 lead for the Sioux Center Storm at the end of the first period. When we come back, the second period is on the way. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent in your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Tuesday night, the Pierre Governors play its final regular season game at home as they welcome in the Jefferson Cavaliers, and KCCR will have the call. This is Sports Director John Winkler. Join me for senior night at Riggs High School as the Governors will host Jefferson in basketball for the first time ever. Coverage will begin at 6:40 with tip-off scheduled for 7 o'clock. Pierre Governors and Jefferson Cavaliers. Tuesday night boys basketball on your home for Governor Sports. KCCR, KCCRradio.com, and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Hi, this is Ashton Grease, captain of the Oahe Capitals, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back to the Expo Center, if you're watching on YouTube right now at Capital City Rock Sports, they are changing out a pane of glass right behind the net. Might have been a shot, might have been a combination of a couple shots, but they are working on replacing replacing part of the glass right now, right behind the net. Everything looks to be okay. Looks like they've got it now, so yeah, they do have that done, and looks like they will be ready to go at some point, and we should get that. We should get Jim Ledeen to get that glass up here just so we can look at it, just for the heck of it. But I doubt that'll be the case. Well, now they're taking out the pane of glass again, so I don't know if what they're going to redo now, do something differently, and that's going to cause a delay to get the second period underway. So I guess maybe if they're going to keep that same pane of glass, well, no, yeah, they are going to move it back. Talk about first time doing play-by-play of glass exchange. I wonder, we might be able to even talk to Coach Steele here as they try and get things, before we get things to start in the second period. But the Caps right now down 3-1 to the Sioux Center Storm. We've never gotten an interview before the period. We've always got after the period. See what they're still looking at. They're trying to replace. As we're actually going to talk here with Coach Steve Steele before we get things underway here in the second period, as we have a little bit of a delay as we hand the mic to Coach Steve Steele. So, all right, Coach, a little bit of extra delay. I'm sure the guys right now they're chomping at the bit, ready to go for the second period. But what does something like this do? Does it do any? I mean, I guess it depends on how long it actually takes. But what does this do for any momentum at all?
I think it resets it in a lot of ways, but kind of want to wait and see how long this goes before I completely answer that question with any confidence. No, they're I don't know. They seem like they had a good plan, so I just I figured I'd come over and focus on my area of expertise, which is not that.
I was going to say, did they say what was wrong with it? Was there a chip in it? Or
yeah, the corner, like right down by where the boards, right where that glass border of the glass board stanchion broke out. So they were getting a new one or debating if they wanted to just flip it and have that little crack at the top where it's not as dangerous.
Okay, so that's what's it now that I talked to John Katilnik and asked about the adjustments? What adjustments are you making for the second period?
I think our defensemen got to do a little bit, not necessarily less, but they got to be a little safer. I think we're usually a pretty aggressive defense in terms of pinching and a lot of that, and that put ourselves in a couple bad positions there, resulted in a couple of their goals. So, we got to take that off, especially when they got their top group out there with some speed. But other than that, I think offensively, we did a lot of really good things out there. So we just got to keep going and, trust that I think our conditioning and depth will take over at some point in time.
One last question here because it looks like they're wrapping things up here. How do you score in 34 seconds in the power play? What's the plan to get that second goal here in 34 seconds?
Well, we got to get a shot. We got to get the puck down there. This face-off win will be an important face-off to establish possession, not have to take 10 seconds going back to our own zone to get it, but get down there, hopefully get it around the perimeter, and 3 quick passes can get you a pretty quick open shot.
Hey, I appreciate you doing this in impromptu interview before the start of the second period.
Yeah, no problem, John.
Hey, good luck in the second period. Good luck in the rest of the game.
Thanks.
That is head coach Steve Steele. Before we get the second period underway, not after the first period, not before the second period. It is as we get the second period, or right before we get the second period underway. As the Capitals will be looking for an opportunity to maybe score here in the first 34 seconds and on the power play to make it a 3-2 game. We have JV coaches up here with us, Landon Badger and Jaden Grease, knowing they were to come up here. Wouldn't have to worry about talking to Coach Steve Steele. Could have talked to Mr. Hall of Famer Landon Badger after he got the word that he's being inducted into the South Dakota High School Baseball Hall of Fame. And he completely ignoring me right now too, so that doesn't even help. But a little bit of a squeegee work. Looks like they're gonna forget about the last 3 minutes of that period. Obviously had more than 3 minutes in there anyway. Yeah, make sure they get 17 minutes on the clock. Right now they got 15 minutes on the clock. But the Capitals have 34 seconds of a man advantage. And we'll see if the Caps can take advantage of it to try and make it a 3-2 game. 34 seconds left on the power play here. 19-10 in shots in favor of the Oahe Capitals. I said a little nervous right now that we might play 2 less minutes in the second period. 15 minutes on the clock instead of the normal 17 minutes right now. Looks like Brian Hermanson's going to make sure that that we're all good to get those 17 minutes going. Capitals are going to go from right to left. The Sioux Center Storm from left to right. Referee doing a last-minute squeegeeing here before we get things underway. And they're also checking out the new painted glasses, the Sioux Center Storm. So as the referee, that's the other duties as assigned for the referee squeegeeing right now, making sure we're ready to go for the second period. The Capital players, I think everybody, all the players for both teams are just trying to figure out exactly what was going on to make that such a lengthy delay before we got this. And it wasn't really that lengthy. We had to kill just a couple of minutes before we got things back and underway. But we look like we're ready to go here. Referees are getting everything checked out. I think we're last minute squeegeeing here. So as 17 minutes are on the clock, referee will hand off the squeegee. We are ready to roll here in the second period. Caps have a power play. They're 1 for 1 so far in the power play. And we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2, but they have to be quick. They have to go very quick in this last 30 for the first 34 seconds, the last 34 seconds of this power play to open up the second period. We're ready to go. After a little bit of delay, we are underway in the second period. As Carter Sanderson will take the face-off from Ashton Grease, and Grease carries it in. Pass goes across for Beck. His shot goes wide. It comes back for Sanderson here on the near side. All the way around it goes to the far side of the ice. Chipped out to by Grady Duden as he gets it out of the zone. 15 to go on the power play. Last call here in the second power play for the Capitals. Trying to go 2 for 2. Grease carries it back in, pushes it along, and he'll carry it behind the net. Van Berkel, as this can be played. Grease still here. Beck. He'll circle behind the net. Grease and then Beck, a nice move around, a little windmill deke around. Howard with a shot that goes off of a stick, and it goes well out of play. And it might have got stuck up there too. 16:21 to go in the second period. We're back to 5-on-5. Caps didn't get a shot off in the 34 seconds, but had a good entry in the zone, had a good opportunity, had one good look. They ended up going wide. So it have a couple of players that are slow to get on the ice. Van Berkel's got to stay on the ice. Ashton Grease will take the face-off to the right of Myers. And the face-off is controlled here by the Hawaii Capitals. Grease a pass to the slot, no one there for the Capitals. And it will be taken here by Sioux Center as Aiden DeJager plays it across and in the zone. Isaac Bart with a shot, and there's a save by Carter Scholes, and we get a whistle with 16:09 left to go here in the second period. As Judah Bart will step on the ice. And the referee watching a little bit closer here to the Sioux Center Storm changes to start the second period. And the face-off is won by Ashton Grease again. Dre Burt, he'll start to pick up speed, but he lost the puck. It's played back around. Blowing a tire was Corbin Beestrom. Trying to, with one hand on the stick, also trying to hand pass it along. But it will eventually come out of the zone, and then it's turned over. Grease is in onside with Sanderson, 2-on-2, but a good stick by Graydon Van Essen to keep Grease going around him. Jaron Beck on the back end, keeps it in the zone. Sanderson looking to the slot. He'll turn back for Beck. His shot from the slot goes wide, maybe off of a stick. And now Sanderson will pick it up again. He'll swing wide. He'll circle around. His shot nearly went 5-fall on Myers. I don't think he saw it right away. He was just barely able to drop down the pads to pick up the save. Here is Sanderson right back in for the top of the face-off circle. A shot goes off the glove of Myers. And then backhand flipped it out of the zone. Right back to Corbin Beestrom from his own blue line. A pass over for Burnt on the far side. Chips it off the board, knocks down Judah Bart, but then the puck will come free, and it's chipped along, and Isaac Bart's got a breakaway chance for a hat trick. Bart in, he scores. A hat trick for Isaac Bart with 15:02 to go here in the second period, and it's now a 4-1 lead for the Sioux Center Storm. And Bart picks up goal number 14 now in the season. And a 4-1 advantage for Sioux Center Storm. 15:02 to go here in the second period. And that crucial goal to get to open up a period went to the Sioux Center Storm as they're up by 3 now, 4-1, instead of being a 3-2 game. Pass off the boards, held in. That one by Dawson Lusink. Unassisted goal for Bart. Again, a hat trick here for Isaac Bart. Grady Duden lost the puck, played all the way around. Lusink will hold it in on the blue line, the far side. A soft pass over for Duden back into the corner. Stick lift from Carbonneau. He'll pick it up. He'll play it off the boards to himself. And now Carbonneau nearly got pinned to the boards. Instead, is picked up by Floor. His pass is going to be intercepted by Lusink. His shot goes wide of the blocker's side, disrupted by Carbonneau. And then it's played up. Carbonneau around the boards to the near side for Grayson Hunsley. That pass will come all the way out of the zone. Lusink a pass over, and Van Berkel right back in for Sioux Center. He'll swing wide on his forehand, trying to cut to the back end. Shot a rebound chance, and that one was either blocked in front, maybe went wide. As Carbonneau will flip it high to center ice. A bouncing puck picked up, knocked down by the Capitals. Dawson trying to find control of it. Green Waring over for the Storm. And it'll come back for Lusing, who will flip it up out of the zone. And has played Matthew King off of his stick, Barrett Schweitzer. And Barrett Schweitzer is in. Hit shot off the crossbar. Nearly made it 4-2. The second time the Capitals have hit a post. Here is Howard. He comes in. His shot goes wide of the blocker's side. He hit a goal post to end the first period. Barrett Schweitzer trying to take the puck away from Duden. Long shift for Grady Duden. Flips around to the near side. Creed Waring will let it continue to go. And then it will be flipped out by Van Berkel. And back in by Barrett Schweitzer. Plays it off the glass. Will chip it around and chase after it. Referee nearly took a hit from a couple of different players. Keller Herman from the side of the net. Back for Schweitzer. He'll play it hard around the boards, but no one there for the Capitals. So it'll come out of the zone. Rolling on edge, it will roll wide of the net and picked up by Beestrom. And by Hunsley. His pass is going to be intercepted. That was Corbin Beestrom. And a pass goes across off the stick. That one of number 5, Trey Knight. And it's played up. Now again for Howard. And Keenan Howard carries it in the zone, trying to sidestep a check. He's still leaning on the man that was trying to check him. Barrett Schweitzer will pick it up in the near side corner, but he couldn't flip it out of the corner. And as the Storm were trying to clear it, Keller Herman was able to block down a clearing attempt. And the Capitals will make a change in the offensive end, trying to get the top line back out there. We need that top line to score for the Capitals. Knight racing after it, but Beestrom will back in, flip it in the neutral zone. It's picked up by Grease. 2-on-1 to the zone. Over for Sanderson with a Grease. His pass was behind Sanderson. It went off of his boot. And it's played back out the other way, and it will be back in here for Vandenberg. His shot goes wide. To the near side it comes, where Judah Bart is upended by Sanderson. A pass all the way across for Jaron Beck. And Beck moves it in. Beck a pass for Sanderson. Pass over for Grease. He tucks it in, and Ashton Grease makes it 4-2. Tic-tac-toe from the top line. Beck picks up assist number 19. Sanderson his 13th assist, and Grease his 14th goal of the season. The top line able to pull the Caps within 2. A pass from Beck that at first looked like it might have been behind Sanderson, but it played right to his skate. And then he was able to pass it in front for Grease, who was right in front of the crease. And all he had to do is go from his backhand to his forehand and stuff it in past Myers to make it now 4-2. Grease picks up goal number 14 of the season. Off the glass on the near side corner. Grease picks up again. His pass is still loose, and we get a whistle. The referee was on the other side of Myers, so he couldn't see that it was really covered cleanly. 11:26 to go here in the second period. Ashton Grease will take the face-off. Won by the Storm at the blue line. Floor looked like he was almost holding it in, but didn't take the chance as the Capitals bring it right back in. Sanderson picks it up. Sanderson, hit shot, and Myers made the glove save. Trying to go between the glove and the left pad. And a good glove save there by Myers. 11:14 to go here in the second period. 24-14 in shots in favor of the White Capitals. 5-4 in shots right now in favor of the Caps in the second period. 11:14 left to go here in the second. Andre Carbonneau win the face-off. Dotson with a shot, comes in front and nearly redirected by Lyons in, but it went just wide of the blue paint. There's a pass for Carbonneau just missing from, pass to Dotson from Carbonneau just missing. Now Dotson back behind the net, had his pocket picked, and Matthew King will go the other way. And Matthew King will pick up speed. Good stick there from Jaden Floor, delayed offside by a Sioux center. They have to wait to tag back up, but Floor got it out of the zone anyway. It's picked up by now the Capitals. 3-on-2, they can carry it in. Dotson is in. His shot, a blocker down by Myers. Goes to the corner where no one was there for the Capitals, and it will come out of the zone where Lyons will play it back for Floor. And Floor in the neutral zone. Carbonneau gets it around and right to Dotson again. Dotson gets a little bit closer this time, and that shot that one wide of the blocker side. Grayson Hunsley in the back end, keeps it in the zone. Dotson will pick it up in the corner. Dotson will wait. His pass goes back for Burt. Flips it towards the net. Save made by Myers. The second chance, another save. Carbonneau comes in front through the slot. Burt winds up with a shot. There's a save made. Rebound is flipped up in the air, not caught by Myers. And it'll be coming back now finally for Lucas Van Berkel in Sioux Center. And Van Berkel, he is ripped down by Burt's. And I think Dre Burt's going to go to the penalty box. And Burt's in the penalty box for interference. And Burt will go to the box. 2 minutes for interference with 10:03 to go here in the second period. In the first, Hermanson and O'Donnell's penalty kill for the Hawaii Capitals. Looks like Van Berkel kind of threw Burt down, kind of grabbed him and threw it down, but Aiden DeJager off the face-off win. Across it goes. Van Berkel shot it high over the glove side of Scholes. And one of your best penalty killers is in the penalty box now for 2 minutes or less. Duden, that pass, that one misses, comes out of the zone. 9:45 left to go here in the second period. Caps down 4-2. This is a big opportunity for both teams. Get it back to a 3-goal deficit or hold it to a 2-goal deficit if you're the Hawaii Capitals or Sioux Center, as the Storm lead at 4-2. Good battle at the blue line by Keller Herman to kill some time, or excuse me, by Barrett Schweitzer to kill some time. And now back in is Van Berkel. Van Berkel's pass over Bart. That's intercepted. And now Jaden Floor's going to try and take off for it. DeJager, just a couple longer strides, will pick it up. And now back in, 4-on-3 in the zone. There's a shot from DeJager. Save is made. Scholes went from left to right, but there was no rebound attempt as Duden couldn't get the shot away. Back to the blue line. DeJager was able to track it down. Good hustle there by Aiden DeJager. Bart from the near side, trying to get a tough angle. A rebound chance, and Scholes made the save. The rebound, another rebound shot. That one went wide. Dune gets pushed in the boards. 50 seconds left to go on the power play. Pass over for Duden. His shot, that one is saved by Scholes. A backhander off of Herman, and now Keller Herman will get out of the zone. Keller Herman races around to Jagger. Herman trying to get a shot away, and then Herman goes knees first in the boards, and it comes back now for the Sioux Center Storm with 30 seconds to go in the power play. DeJager with a wind-up shot. Went off the goalpost. Maybe off the glove and off the goalpost of Scholes. And that's Corbin Beestrom tied up his man, and Keller Herman will back in, flip it out of the zone. 17 seconds left to go. As the Caps are looking for a penalty against Sioux Center, didn't get it. And now from the blue line, it's cleared back away by Grayson Hunsley with 7 seconds to go. Caps look like they're going to kill off that first penalty against. Comes all the way around, and it's picked up by Beestrom, then had his stick lifted, and it's right back in here by Sioux Center as Burt comes out of the penalty box. So the Caps will get Burt back out. They kill off the power play. 7:50 left to go here in the second period. Now the Capitals will ice it as they are back to 5-on-5, but then get the right change and get the right guys on the ice that they want. 7:48 left to go here in the second period. So the Hawaii Capitals will make their change. And Sioux Center very, very slow to make their change. 7:48 left here in the second period. 29-19 in shots. Here is Beck, flips it out of the zone. Racing after it is Sanderson. He's going to not win the race to the red line. And we get an icing with 7:38 to go. Sanderson was one step behind, trying to win the race before it got past the red line. NHL, that's no icing. High school hockey and no-touch icing means it is an icing. 7:38 left to go here in the second period. 29-19 in shots in favor of the Capitals, but a 4-2 lead for Sioux Center. Isaac Bart made it 4-1. He's got a hat trick now. Ashton Grease cut it to 4-2. That's where he's staying with 7:28 here in the second period. Burn a pass up. Beck gets it out of the zone. Sanderson at the blue line. A pass goes in for Grease. He'll turn from his back into his forehand. Back to Beck. His shot. It was blocked up. It's still loose. And then Sanderson, as he tried to fish it out from underneath of Easton Vandenberg. And then going for a whistle. As the Hawaii Capitals go in the second period. The Caps now looking to try and get back within one. Keenan Howard with a shot, an easy save there from Luke Myers. With 7:11 left to go here in the second period. 31-19 in shots in favor of the Hawaii Capitals. Face-off again, won by the Caps. Howard on the back end for Grease. He tried to turn from his back end. His stick kept getting lifted by Bart, but it's not cleared as Howard held the zone. Howard gets around Isaac Bart. Howard trying to come in front for a shot, but could not. Here's Grease from the side of the net. From the corner it is. And Grease nearly got checked. He avoided the check, but played up ahead on the boards. And trying to get out of the zone is Vandenberg. And he does up ahead for Isaac Bart. Bart with 3 goals already. Good stick from Dre Burt. Over for Judah Bart. A backhander, and they redirect it in. And it's now a 5-2 lead. Easton Vandenberg, his 9th of the season. A tic-tac goal there for the second line. And Vandenberg gets the Sioux Center Storm up by 3. Judah Bart, Isaac Bart both get the assists. And with 6:39 to go here in the second period, Sioux Center is up by 3 goals again. That's the 9th goal of the season for Vandenberg. Here the Capitals in. John Lyons. That one goes off of one of the men in front, Landon DeYoung. And almost went in the back of the net. There is Carbonneau. Went off the left pad of Myers. It was loose in front, but clear to the corner. Grayson Hunsley plays it down for Lyons. For the face-off circle, a shot. A save is made. Out to the blue line. Held in by Floor. No, it was not. It barely went out of the zone with 6:13 left to go here in the second period. So the Caps are going to try and have to claw back again from a 3-goal deficit. 6:13 left here in the second period. Face-off is won by the Capitals. Here is Devin Dotson in. His shot goes high off the new pane of glass that was put in. As that pass off the stick of Duden, races after it. Grady Duden's got a goal so far for the Storm, but picked up by Jaden Floor. And Floor from behind his own net. He will come out. His pass, that one is broken up. Still loose in the neutral zone. Now Carbonneau. Carbonneau's shot, a save made. He gets his own rebound, though. And Carbonneau, he end up getting checked hard on the boards. And now we get a whistle. And Carbonneau's going to go to the penalty box. So we get Matthew King and Carbonneau to the penalty box. And we'll have to wait for the call because they did not. So they're going to get Carbonneau for a slash. They're going to. The first one that goes in, it's going to stay 5-on-5 as it is Matthew King in the box with 5:39 to go, and then Carbonneau is going to be in the box for what I believe will be a slash, and the referee said it was just going to be King until he whacked Carbonneau, or Carbonneau whacked him. So he skate 5-on-5 with 5:39 to go here in the second period. Face-off is controlled by Sioux Center. Now 2-on-1 going the other way. Coming into the zone, there's a shot that goes high as that was taken by Easton Vandenberg. He was looking for his second one. So Burnt, good give and go with Jaron Beck. And now Burnt offensively will step up as a defenseman. Try to get around, try to get a shot away, and will be covered by Myers for a whistle with 5:14 to go here in the second period. Face off to the left here of Luke Myers. Ashton Grease will win the face off, but then had his stick lifted before he got to the puck. At the blue line, it is held in by Burnt. And it's played around here to the far side. Beck, a pass. Grease to the slot, but Sanderson couldn't get the stick away. And now Vandenberg over for Bart. And Isaac Bart is back in. His shot is blocked up by the stick of Corbin Beestrom. And now the zone knocked down by Grease. Pass goes over for Sanderson. Carter Sanderson in. His shot, a save by Myers, and a whistle with 4:43 to go. As getting all the way back was Creed Waring, and he lost his stick trying to break up a shot attempt from Sanderson. 4:43 left to go here in the second period. So the faceoff, John Lyons will take it this time now. And the faceoff is going to be loose, picked up by Lyons and Howard, and then it's flipped out, and it was coming up here towards the crow's nest. And it will be 4:38 left to go still here in the second period. 36-21 in favor of the Capitals in shots, but again, it's still a 5-2 deficit. The Caps are, they had 19 in the first period. They've got 17 so far here in the second period. They're peppering a lot of shots, but only 2 goals so far to show for it. As it gets to the corner, Dodson from the far side couldn't pick it up. Duden, a pass goes across. As stepping up to the top line is Tatum Vandenberg right now. And it'll be played all the way into the zone. Dodson's shot's broken up by Aiden DeJager. Up the boards, knocked down by Dodson. Back to DeJager to the near side. John Lyons will hold it in. And now Dodson, his pass off of a stick, but Burt will play it back all the way around. Lyons will pick it up on the far side. He'll wait with it. He'll try and protect. Here is Keenan Howard. His shot, that was off the stick. And now Howard will turn again. Back for Lyons. Back to Dodson, a one-timer, and a right pad save by Myers. Able to get across and get over to make the save. A good, real look there by the Capitals. As John Lyons trying to come back in, but it was picked up by Van Essen. And it will be back in the zone. Vandenberg, Tatum Vandenberg, had it, lost it, and right back to the blue line, where Van Essen throws it across. With 3:18 left to go here in the second period. Still a 3-goal lead for the Sioux Center Storm. Duden gets around one man. He gets tripped up, but no call. They're going to allow play to continue. And it's played around, and out of the zone, Aiden DeJager will pick it back up. He throws it across for Van Essen. Caps are making a change. Van Essen up the boards in the neutral zone where Beestrom had it on his stick. Is played by Bart, and now Burt will pick it up with 2:48 left to go here in the second period. Up in the neutral zone, Sanderson 3-on-2 in. Sanderson waits to the front for Beck. Couldn't get the stick to it. Played back around right to Sanderson. He'll turn his shot. There's a penalty coming up on Sioux Center. Rebound is still loose. It's still loose, and Grease on the back end. It's going to be finally touched up by Sioux Center, and we get a penalty coming up against Sioux Center with 2:29 to go. And it will be against Aiden DeJager. Nope, Van Essen. Or will be DeJager. That is Aiden DeJager. That will go to the penalty box. And with 2:29 to go, the Capitals, they really need this goal right now to go back within 2. 2 minutes, 29 seconds to go in the second period. 2-minute power play upcoming. Face-off will be won by the Capitals. Here is Burnt. Over for Sanderson. Walks it in. His shot save is made. The rebound was loose. It was cleared to the far side boards, but not out of the zone. And now Matthew King will finally clear it out of the zone, as it will be Burnt to play it up ahead for Sanderson. Now Grease. As Ashton Grease on the back end. He will turn. His pass for Howard. His shot goes off of his skate and it goes into the netting and out of play with 2:04 left to go here in the second period. 1:36 left to go in the power play. Capitals have 20 shots now in the period. 20-11 in shots, but yet they're being outscored again here in the second period, 2-1. Ashton Grease on the face-off, tied up. Howard picks it up. He will try and swim it over to Beck. And as Beck, he blew a tire going into the boards. And it's played around and out of the zone. 1:50 left to go here in the second period. Burt, his pass misses. It'll go all the way down off the stick of Voring. He'll pick it up. He'll try and clear it all the way back down again. With 1:35 left to go here in the second period. Burt will pick it back up again. Burt chips it. Trying to get out of the zone, he does. Up ahead for Howard. Right back to Byrne as he carries it in with speed. Byrne on his backhand, trying to turn to the forehand as he got to the front of the net. Luke Myers got knocked down by his own teammates. And we get a whistle with 1:22 left to go here in the second period and 53 seconds left to go on the power play. He seems to be okay. And that quick whistle will keep the face-off, should keep the face-off in the Capital or in the Sioux Center end. 1:22 left here in the second. and 53 seconds left to go here on the power play. Ashton Grease will take the face-off against Grady Duden. Face-off is pushed in back behind the net. Hard around the boards, it will come out with 45 seconds left to go here in the power play. With another 1:10 left to go, Duden nearly took the puck away from Burnt, but he's able to play it up ahead for Grease. And Grease across ice now for Sanderson. As Sanderson comes in. Sanderson will, on his forehand, goes back behind the net, back for Beck. And now Beck will spin a circle in the far side corner. Now Beck trying to get closer to the goal line and closer in front. Pass comes to the slot off of a couple of skates and then flipped out of the zone with 15 seconds left to go on the power play. Last call here for the Capitals with 40 seconds to go in the period. And Duden nearly took it away from Burnt. But again, Dre Burnt will try and pick up some speed with 5 seconds to go on the power play. 4-on-2 in the zone. Burnt gets free. His shot, a kick save made. And coming out of the penalty box, he'll go all the way down. And Carter Schultz is there to cover for a whistle. And then a snow shower to Aiden DeJager with 24.5 left to go here in the second period. I thought for a second they're going to put it right back in the penalty box. 40-21 in shots now. Face-off will be just to the left of Carter Schultz. And, boy, this is getting really, really heated. The referee continues. The coaching staff of the Capitals are getting really hot with these long changes that aren't, that nothing's being called against the Sioux Center Storm. 16 seconds left to go here in the period. Jaden Floor in the corner. Van Berkel along with Carbonneau. 6 seconds to go. Out of the zone it goes. Devin Dawson trying to race it down with 3 seconds to go. Wind-up slap shot save is made by Myers, and that will end the second period. And the Capitals will go into the second period down 5-2. Five to 2 is their score at the end of the second period. And things are right now not the in the best right now between, well, maybe not so much between both teams, but Coach Steele, again, not very happy with how things have gone here in this in these first two periods with the amount of delays that, or and how long it's taken for the Sioux Center Storm to make their line changes. But it is a 5-2 score for Sioux Center at the end of two periods. We will step aside and come back with our second intermission report. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Sanders has been servicing the Pier area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux and Pier or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Hi, this is Keenan Howard, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
So as we welcome you back here and we head into the second intermission, did not talk with Coach Steve Steele and the coaching staff. The reasoning why the coaching staff right now is getting as heated as they are is because Sioux Center is taking a long time to make changes. And again, if you're the home team, you really can't take that much time either. But if you're the home team, you get the last change. And as Coach John Kotilnik talked about, that's the strategy that the Capitals want to do. Is they want to see who goes on the ice, and then they're going to put their guys on the ice to match up with them. But when things take too long or they try and make a quick change at the end, it turns in that you're not allowed to do that. And the Caps now are wanting a delay of game penalty because of how many times that they've been warned to continue, that they are taking too long or they're making illegal changes before the face-off. Because again, as a home team, you get the final change. That's the home ice advantage, is you get the final change. The road team's got to put on whoever they want to put on, and the home team can match up with them the way they want to. And the Caps are not able to do that all the time because it's taking so long, and then all of a sudden guys are going on the ice and back off the ice because they're just putting a bunch of guys on the ice and then circling around and coming back on the ice. So it's turned into a little bit of a heated – the Caps bench right now is becoming heated because of that, and that's where also why we weren't able to talk to, because Coach Steele and the rest of the coaching staff wanted to have a conversation with the referee. So that is why we decided. That's why we did not have a interview after the second period with anybody from the Capitals team. In that second period, it is a 2-1 score in favor of Sioux Center as they lead it by 3 goals, 5-2. It is Isaac Barth that got the hat trick to make it 4-1. Ashton Grease made it 4-2 with 11:42 left to go in the second period. Sanderson and Beck got the assists, and then Easton Vandenberg from Isaac Bart and Judah Bart made it 5-2. So Bart's got 4 points, Isaac Bart does, with 3 goals and an assist. And they have a 5-2 lead. Grady Duden and Vandenberg, the other 2 goal scorers. Keenan Howard got the first goal of the game for the Capitals back in the first period. So a 5-2 lead for the Hawaii Capitals at the end of, a 5-2 lead for the Sioux Center Storm over the Hawaii Capitals after 2 periods. The Caps out shooting Sioux Center right now by 20, 41-21. But it is the Sioux Center Storm that have a 3-goal lead, 5-2 right now here at the end of the second period. We'll step aside, we'll come back, and we'll run through scores across the state, also get you set for the third period. Caps trail it 5-2 after 2. Back after this, you're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent in your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre. It's a weekend series with the Sioux Center Storm on Saturday and Sunday for the Hawaii Capitals at home, and you can catch both games on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. This is Sports Director John Winkler. Join me Saturday for a 6 o'clock start and on Sunday at noon. It's 2 of the final 3 games of the season for the Caps, and 4 big points are up for grabs. It's the Hawaii Capitals and Sioux Center Storm Saturday and Sunday from the Expo Center. And on Capital City Rock, CapitalCityRock.com, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Hi, this is Kieran Duffy, and you're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back in here into the second intermission report, as we look around the state right now, as the Hawaii Capitals trailing 5-2 to the Sioux Center Storm. There are final score: Sioux Falls 1. They beat Huron 8-0, as they have 27 points in the season. The Caps are trailing them by 5 points, and would still be trailing with 5 points, and will not then be able to catch them if that's the case, if they don't win this game here tonight. But Sioux Falls 1 right now, either a win for Sioux Center against the Capitals or picking up a point in any of their last 3 games picking up a win in either last 3 games, will be able to make sure that they're at least the 3 seed. And right now they probably look to be the 3 seed, as they'd have to beat Brookings, or Brookings would have to fall apart for them to make that 2 seed. Brookings is winning right now over the Aberdeen Cougars 3-0, and that is going towards the second period. Mitchell Marlins and the Watertown Lakers, they are scheduled to start at 8 o'clock, so here in a couple minutes in Mitchell, and that is going to be probably determining the 8 seed. It won't necessarily clinch the spot for the 8 seed, but a win for either one of those teams will most likely mean they'll be the 8 seed going into the state tournament, especially if Watertown wins, because then they have the tiebreaker over the Mitchell Marlins and will be able then to most likely, and they have one more win than Mitchell, so they've got all the tiebreakers going for them, and where we sit at right now in the standings, Mitchell and Watertown have 2 games left to play after that. It's pretty much going to be Watertown if they win. If Mitchell wins, then Watertown's got to find a way to pick up another win somewhere, and Mitchell lose the last 2 games. But that is for the 8 seed at the 8 o'clock game coming up here in just a little bit. That will be in Mitchell against the Watertown Lakers. The Hawaii Capital Pee Wee B team will be in the state championship tomorrow. That's a 3 o'clock start. They will take on Sioux Falls 2 after they beat Sioux Falls 1 earlier today. So the Capitals out in Mitchell, again, Mitchell Marlins playing, the varsity team playing in Mitchell tonight, but the Capital Pee Wee B team will take on Sioux Falls 2 Pee Wee B in the state championship. Girls at 14U will play in the 3rd place game. That's at 1 o'clock. Tomorrow we'll have updates before we're off the air for that one. The Pee Wee C team will have a final before we get on the air, as they will play in the 7th place game against Sioux Center. That's at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. That is as they are playing out in Yankton. Capitals right now 5-2 lead here a 5-2 deficit as they head to the 3rd period against the Sioux Center Storm. Back with the 3rd period after this. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent in your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierre say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Hi, this is Steve Steele, the head coach for the Oahe Capitals, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com.
Back here as we are getting set for the start of the third period, the Oahe Capitals, they are down 5-2 to the Sioux Center Storm. Out shooting the Storm 41-21, but trailing by 3 goals heading into the third period. So a lot of work in front of the Capitals to try and pick up a point here tonight, at least a point here tonight, as they have to get outscore the Sioux Center Storm by 3 in this third period. And they're calling for maybe a squeegee again. Or I'm not sure what they're calling or what they were calling for, but so maybe they are going to maybe get the squeegee out to make a last couple maintenance here in the before the start of the third period. Again, tomorrow we'll be on the air 11:40. With puck drop at 12 o'clock between these same two teams. That'll be the final game here at the Expo Center that we have on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Because next Saturday, the Caps will be in Sioux Falls to take on Sioux Falls 1. As they will finish out their season against Sioux Falls 1. As we'll have that one for you. And also don't forget about the KCCR Farm Home Sports Show that's coming up on Saturday and Sunday next weekend. Over at the Ramcota, check that out, as you probably do every year, but it's going to be a lot of fun to check out that one more time, or not, well, not be one time, another time. It's 50th annual. Yeah, we've already done it 50 times. We're not going to do it one more time. We're first 50 are just about down. We're going to have another 50 after that. But we'll have at the Ramcota, and then next Saturday we will be on the air around 5:10 for a 5:30 puck drop, as the Caps will be in Sioux Falls to take on Sioux Falls 1 to close out the regular season. Again, getting some squeegee work done here before we get the start of the third period underway. Again, the Caps out shooting the Sioux Center Storm by 20, 41-21. And where the Caps sit in the standings right now, where the Sioux Center Storm sit, Aberdeen's not going to pass them here after tonight. They're going to have 2 games left to go. Sioux Center will be just a point back with the game in hand. So the Capitals have to be able to get up to those 3 points. They would have to win tomorrow to make sure that Sioux Center cannot pass them without something else, without them losing that last game. Sioux Center, I mean, they can win out and if they win one of these games, then they potentially could win out and still get past the Capitals in the standings. But if the Capitals win, then they're in a pretty good spot going into the final weekend to be at least the 4 or 5 seed. So 17 minutes now on the clock. They got the squeegee work done. And they will be ready to go here to start this third period. Do the squeegee over the top of the glass, and then they open the door. Capitals going from left to right. Sioux Center Storm from right to left. We are underway here in the third period as the Capitals win the opening faceoff. A pass is broken up, and it will be brought in by Lucas Van Berkel. His pass over for Duden. Tried to push it to the net and went wide. That pass goes off the skate from Grease, and now Floor from behind his own net. And then the net will come off his moorings as Matthew King was knocked down, and he slid into the net and knocked it off his moorings. So we get a whistle. 16 seconds in, you're listening to KCCR FM Blunt. Just past 8 o'clock here on this Saturday night. Jacob Mayer back in the studio. John Wickler here at the Expo Center for our final Saturday night home game. And the face-off will be outside the zone or will be inside the zone. Jaron Beck, Carter Sanderson, everybody for the Capitals, they're ready to go for the face-off to go outside the zone. And it will eventually come outside the zone. So it will be Grease and King again. The next face-off won by Sioux Center as Grady Duden starting to move in. Good stick there from Jaden Floor. Played up the boards but not out. Held in by Dawson Lusing. And Howard trying to push it across. Howard has jumped back on defense now with Jaden Floor. That pass is broken up. Good stick there from Jaron Beck. A quick turnaround shot was wide of Carter Scholes. And then as it comes back to the blue line, it comes out of the zone, and King goes back for Duden. As Grady Duden brought it in. It's going to be sat down by King. Creed Waring trying to step up. Back to Duden again. And now Duden will look to play it around the boards, but it's now Keenan Howard that will pick it up, and he'll just skate it to the near side. Hard off the boards and off the glass. Out for Grease to Sanderson, but not tape to tape. And Duden right back in. Sticked away by Howard. A pass comes through the slot from Duden over to Van Berkel. And now Duden back to Van Berkel. Pass to the slot, misses, and it goes out of the zone. And now Creed Waring. His pass over now for Van Berkel. And Van Berkel, nice move around Ashton Grease. Van Berkel with a shot. Save is made by Scholes. And now Jaden Floor, his pass off the stick of Sanderson. It will go the length of the ice, but it was missed by Sioux Center, so no icing. 15-20 to go here in the third period. The Caps down by 3. You don't have to score all 3 in a real quick. You like to get that first one rather soon as Sioux Center continues to make changes. That one will go down. Won't make the distance for icing. Howard's pass is broken up. It's held in by Vandenberg. Blocked up by Burnt. As his pass trying to come out of the zone, it was held in by Landon DeYoung. And now over for Bart. His shot goes just wide of the far post, looking to beat Scholes to the glove side. As it's played around, it's flipped up at the boards. And then it'll be played over here to the near side. Bart, that pass trying to come in front was broken up. Now John Lyons goes straight up the middle of the ice, off the stick of Devin Dawson out of the zone. Might have been kind of a dangerous pass, but a clean one from Lyons to get out of the zone. You're going to make a pass through the slot in front of your own net. You got to make sure it's as sure as it gets. And the Caps were able to get it out of their own net. Here's Keenan Howard back with it. Pass off the boards, off the stick of Dodson. Touched along by Grease, but it was broken up. Now Bart plays it over, and it's intercepted. And now Dodson back again. Dodson will throw it in, and he'll go off for a change off the boards and off the back of the net. Played off the glass and out to the neutral zone where Corbin Beestrom will pick it up. Beestrom, a pass goes across for Beck. Brought it in, but it's right back out. And from the blue line, that one was hit in by Sanderson. Caps will tag back up, and the Sioux Center Storm now will play it back around. It'll be here for Ashton Grease. And Grease, that pass comes to the front, and Myers is able to cover up for the whistle. with 13:39 left to go here in the third period. 42-22 in shots. And a face-off to the right of Myers. It went all the way through the slot, but Beck couldn't skate just quite quick enough to get to it. Beck, a backhand pass, comes in front. Burt will wind up with a shot. That one goes wide of Myers. Backhand pass in front. It goes off of a Sioux Center player. Back to the blue line, held in by Burt. He'll twist and turn a shot that goes wide of the blocker side again of Myers. And now the zone is Grady Duden. Plays it all the way across for King. Off the boards to him. King on the backhand, trying to push it in, and a save from Carter Scholes. A big one there from Scholes. He looked to his left thinking he didn't make the save, but it was coming out the right side. Beestrom will turn as he's trying to get to his forehand. And on his backhand, the pass is broken up. Now he'll come back and he'll flip it back on the backhand, right to over to Grady Duden, though. Back again it comes as Beestrom played into the boards. It plays it around up the boards, and Jaron Beck out of the zone as he skates far on the wing on the near side. His pass to Grease in the slot was broken up. And it's out to the blue line for Floor. Played across for now Beestrom. And Beestrom played in for Grease. Grease carries it in, leaves it back for Schweitzer. Schweitzer couldn't get a shot away. Sanderson was over there too, comes out of the zone. And then it's touched along by Duden. But Keenan Howard will win the race to it. Duden and Howard run into each other. Now Floor up for Carter Gordon. Carter Gordon, that one touched past him. Back to Howard. And now Howard trying to step through Aiden DeJager. His pass over, knocked down by the glove, and then Schweitzer. His shot was broken up, and it goes all the way into the small rink across the way with 12:02 to go here in the third period. And the Caps will get the top line out with 12:02 left to go here in the third period. And on the face-off, Lusink, that pass to the slot is broken up. Howard back to the blue line, is able to hold it in. Pass goes across for Grease, trying to one-time it for Sanderson, but it's broken up and back the other way. Bart had his good stick there from Jaden Floor. Lost the puck, but it's then thrown in and off the shoulder of Duffy, who's all in the goalie gear. And it'll go out of play. 11:43 left to go here in the third period. 42-23 in shots, but the Caps still down 5-2. 11:43 left to go. Face-off is won by Ashton Grease. Floor at the touch pass for Beck. Played back in right to Floor. Over across it goes for Howard. Up for Beck off of his stick, and now Grease carries it in. Grease up and in. His shot goes high over Myers. Nearly made it 5-3. 11:25 left to go. That one will be played out of the zone. Howard, he'll play it back in the neutral zone. Knocked it down, played it off the glove. Over for Sanderson. Caps are back in on side. Sanderson trying to get free. His shot and a save made by Myers. It's loose and back and covered by Myers, and we get a whistle with 11:09 to go here in the third period. And Jaron Beck thought maybe he was going to have one as he dropped his head after that great opportunity, or what could have been a great opportunity. So Andre Carbonneau will take the face-off now here for the Capitals, as it's won by Carbonneau. Dotson gets pushed, but Carbonneau will pick the puck back up. Back to Dotson here in the near side corner. And Dotson on the offensive end. He lost the puck, goes out of the zone. He has got to race after it. And now Dotson with one hand on his stick plays it back behind the net. And then he nearly got run down by Duden. But it will be Matthew King that will pick it up. King with the one good move, then lost the puck. And Andre Carbonneau plays it off the boards into the corner. Back for now Dre Burns. And Burns lost the puck. And then he got hit hard. And Grady Duden with the opportunity. And Burns is still down right now, as we'll see what the penalty is going to be. So as Burnt gets up to his knee, starting to get up to his knees. And we'll see who the penalty is, and Brian Hermanson will make his way over Make sure that Dre Burnt is okay. 10:36 left to go here in the third period. A penalty is going to come up against Sioux Center. It's Van Berkel that's going to be in the penalty box. He could be in for 2 and 10. And the Cavs will have to take advantage of this power play. But hopefully Burnt is okay and he's able to stay in this game. 10:36 left to go here in the third period. And Burnt is able to get up. He's still crouched over and slowly skating back to the bench. And the Capitals will have the power play. Looks like it's going to be a 2 and a 10 for Van Berkel. So Burnt gets back to the bench. So stepping in the penalty box will be Braylon Crawford. But Van Berkel's going to be in the box potentially for the rest of this third period. Face-off is won by the Capitals. Sanderson scores right off the power play. The Storm were ready to get out of the zone before they even had the puck. And Sanderson finds the back of the net. 2 seconds into the power play, and the Caps score with 10:33 to go here in the third period. And it's now a 5-3 game. So Sanderson scores his 23rd of the year. Ashton Grease will get his 28th assist off the power play, and the Caps now 2 for 4 in the power play. And that's a big goal right there with now a 2-goal game with 10:33 to go, and the Caps have the momentum right now. If they can score one more here and make it a one-shot game quickly with Grady Duden. That pass goes over, and a good stick from Carter Scholes. So Van Berkel, his 10 minutes start now with 10:33 to go. So he can come back out with 33 seconds left to go in the third period. Aiden DeJager, his pass is broken up. So Sanderson now, his pass over for Howard. Throws it back into the corner. And it was played out, and Isaac Bart's got to race after it, as well as Jaden Floor, and he's easily going to win the race to Floor. Bart made it a little bit closer than I thought it was going to be. But Floor into the corner here on the near side. He'll turn. Bart will be standing there again. And then Floor, quick pass out for Grease. The Caps right now 1-on-2 as Grease goes in. Grease gets hit, knocked down, and he's trying to push it to the net. And then it's played over where Jaron Beck tried to get a piece of it. He did. Played off the glass, still in play. And DeJager plays it out of the zone. Back to Jaden Floor, though. Played over. It does not go the length of the ice for an icing with 9:20 left to go here in the third period. It goes off the Zamboni doors. And then Grease is hit hard. And there's another penalty coming up against Sioux Center. And Grease is down now. That's a check from behind, so that's another 2 and a 10. And Grease is going to slowly get back up. But now the penalty box will be Van Essen. So Van Essen is in the box now with a check from behind with 9:16 left to go. And I believe that carries a misconduct as well. So we're going to have another guy go to the penalty box. And that will be number 19, Jake Bogan. Van Essen, I believe that. Well, yeah, that's his third penalty, so he is done for the rest of this game. So it's a 2 and a 10. And the Caps on another power play, their 5th power play now. They're 2 for 4. And we'll see if the Capitals can answer again here, down 5-3. Van Essen's done for the rest of the game. Van Berkel can't come back now until 33 seconds left to go. And the Caps have another power play, needing to score. Carter Scholes will pick it up. His pass goes over. Floor plays it back around with 9:05 left to go here in the third period. This is a big power play upcoming, or big power play right now for the Capitals. Andre Carbonneau is in. There's a wind-up shot from Wadine that goes wide off of a body. And now Dotson will pick it up here on the near side boards. Plays it down over for John Lyons. His pass is broken up, trying to get to Wadine, and it's played back down the ice with 1:28 to go on the power play. 5-3 our score. Sanderson made it a 2-goal game. That one off of Wadeen. In for John Lyons, but just past him and then cleared away by Sioux Center with 1:12 left to go here in the power play. That one missed by Creed Waring. No icing. Myers will play it over across. It'll come back here to the near side, and it will be cleared away again another time. Dre Burnt back out. And now Burnt will skate and carry it in the offensive end. Good to see him back on the ice. And Burnt will shrug off of a check. Pass goes over, and it will come out of the zone. And now a shorthanded chance going the other way. A breakaway in, a backhander save made by Scholes off of King's chance. A rebound loose, and it's blocked up by Sanderson. It's still loose, a chance they score. Isaac Bart scores his 4th of the game, and Sioux Center, and we might have a penalty coming up here against Sioux Center. Maybe, maybe not, but the 4th goal of the game for Isaac Bartz, and it's now a 6-3 score. And the Caps could not clear it out of their own end. A shorthanded goal for Sioux Center with 7:47 to go here in the 3rd period. So Isaac Bartz got his 4th of the game. He's got 15 now in the season. And the referees are talking about it. If they're going to, I don't know if they're going to give Isaac Bart a penalty or not. The referee blew the whistle afterward, but 31 seconds still left to go in the power play. And they're still talking, and I don't believe any penalties upcoming here. 7:47 to go here in the 3rd period. 6-3 our score, 44-26 in shots for the Capitals, but they are down by 3, and there's still 31 seconds left to go in the power play. So the Capitals have 31 seconds left to go on this power play. And as Grady Duden talks with the referee, face-off upcoming here. Face-off is controlled by the Capitals. Grady Duden trying to play with his skates after he dropped his stick, and now it's played up here by Jaron Beck. His pass is broken up. And now Beck again. Over for Grease. Into the zone, but it comes right back out here. Grady Duden with 10 seconds left to go on the power play as he flipped it down the ice. Burnt started to lose an edge, got back up, picking up speed as the power play comes to an end. And it will be Carter Sanderson as he plays it back from his own blue line over here for Beck. Now Sanderson, as he carries it in, his shots from the blue line is gloved up by Myers, and we get a whistle with 7:01. It all resolved, and we get back to hockey. Here's Jaden Flort. There's a shot that goes wide, and then Grease trying to swat at it, and Myers is able to cover for a whistle. With 6:55 to go now here in the 3rd period. So now the referee's talking with Nathan Sanderson, but the game's going on. Boy, this is kind of all starting to getting messed up here. As it will come out of the zone by Sioux Center and then thrown in by Isaac Bart. Back behind the net it goes. A pass comes in front. Bart, a shot, a save made by Scholes as he didn't know where the puck went off of him. And now Jaden Floor trying to race it in the zone. Sanderson comes in offside. And we're going to whistle with 6:29 left to go here in the third period. So face off here for outside the zone. 44-27. The Capitals out shooting Sioux Center by 17. But down 6-3 right now. That one's flipped out of the zone. Here is Keenan Howard. Howard will turn. His pass is broken up, and now back in. King with a one-timer. Shot it wide with a glove side of Scholes. A really good look there from King. Sanderson carries it in, trying to lean on the defender, Creed Waring. Then Waring left the puck. Sanderson went with him. That pass over for now Grady Duden. And Duden is in. He gets pushed off by Dre Burns. Keenan Howard is pickpocketed by Duden. And then Howard with a check from the side of Duden, then flipped high out to center ice, knocked down with a glove of Waring, then thrown back in. Having to tag back up are the Sioux Center Storm. Over Sanderson. As Sanderson carries it in, trying to get it around. Sanderson a pass over and a shot wide by John Lyons. Pass to the slot from Grease. That's broken up. And it's back the other way for Sioux Center. Intercepted, though, by Lyons from his own blue line over for Howard. And Keenan Howard plays it up, and Grease plays it along. And it will be all the way down after it missed Sioux Center. 5:14 left to go here in the third period. And the Capitals down by 3, running out of time here. They got within 2 a couple of different times, but can't get back to one shot. There's a chance from the side, and John Lyons is denied by Luke Myers. And we get a save and a whistle with 5:03 to go here in the third period. Caps down 6-3. Tomorrow they have to turn back around. It's going to be a rather quick turnaround. A noon start time tomorrow. As Andre Carbonell win the faceoff. Dre Burnt from the blue line. His shot square on to Luke Myers to make the save. Another whistle with 4:59 to go. So that becomes an even more very, very must-win game for the Oahe Capitals tomorrow against the Sioux Center Storm. Otherwise, they could be in danger of falling to the 6th seed. In the zone is Vandenberg. He lost the puck after he couldn't get a shot away. And then it's played in by Bart. Bart, he is hooked. And a penalty coming up here against the Capitals. As Corbin Beestrom touched it up, he flipped it to center ice. A slash is called on the Capitals. And Andre Carbonell will, looks like Carbonell's going to be the one that goes to the penalty box. He gets called for a second slash, 4:36 to go here in the third period. And the second Hermanson endodontics penalty kill. Caps killed off the first penalty. 4:36 to go here in the second period, or in the third period. 46-27. The Capitals are out shooting the Storm, but being outscored 6-3. Duden starting to walk it in. He continues to walk in. His shot's blocked by Burnt as he's still on the ice, and then we get a cover and a whistle with 4:26 to go here in the third period. 1:50 left in the power play. Tomorrow's game is a big one for the Capitals. It becomes even bigger for Sioux Center as well because they can overtake the Capitals with still a game in hand going into the final weekend of the season. Comes out to the blue line, held in, and then now we get a whistle. And going to the ice is one of the Capital players. Boy, and one of the Capital players is down. Matthew King is going to be ejected. And so right now on the ice, we'll see again, I'm not even sure right now who the Capital player is that's down on the ice. But looks like we're going to take a break right now. We're going to take a break. We'll come back and we'll give you an update on the injury. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
Hi, this is Assistant Captain Jaden Floor, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back here to the Expo Center, Keller Herman is the Capital on the ice right now as they are here being attended to as he and Matthew King got tangled up, and Keller Herman went down hard on the ice and what looked like he hit the back of his head, and Matthew King was sent to the locker room. They are calling an ambulance right now for Keller Herman. So we will be in a little bit of a longer delay, but as he continues to be still on the ice right now, and a lot of the good thing is, as even though there are no specified workers that get paid to be here, there's a lot of medical personnel here for the Hawaii Capitals that are in attendance tonight. So a couple of parents, a brother, Michael Lyons, one of those out there checking on Keller Herman. So again, as they continue to check on Keller Herman. It is a 6-3 lead for the Sioux Center Storm with 4:19 left to go in the third period. The Capitals were on the penalty kill. And again, they had they had guys tangled up. Keller Herman and Matthew King were both tangled up. It looks like the ambulance will be coming through the Zamboni doors to get to Keller Herman. As again, the Caps right now down 6-3. And they are checking in to make sure that Keller Herman is okay, but the ambulance will be on its way here to the Expo Center as again they have, as he continues to lay on the ice right now, and they've opened the Zamboni doors and have opened up the garage door where the Zamboni is in. They pulled the Zamboni out, so it should be wide enough, and it will be wide enough for the ambulance to make their way through and on the ice. And again, Keller Herman is the injured Capital right now, as he is currently being attended to by a lot of medical personnel for the Hawaii Capitals. And there's still 4:19 left to go here in the third period, but that's the least of all concerns right now, as they continue to check on Keller Herman. We're going to take another break. We'll come back here with as you're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent in your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
Hi, this is Dre Burnt, assistant captain of the Oahe Capitals, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back in here to the Expo Center, again, they continue to check on Keller Herman as the Capitals are, they will be without Keller Herman the rest of the game, but more importantly, hopefully that he is okay. Our prayers and thoughts are with him right now as, again, the ambulance is on their way. And see outside right now that the ambulance is here, but the Capitals, as they will bring in the stretcher. We're going to take another break. We'll come back with, and hopefully we'll be back with the end of this hockey game after this. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Hi, this is Ashton Grease, captain of the Oahe Capitals, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back in here to the Expo Center, the ambulance is here, and the stretcher is out, and Keller Herman has been placed on the stretcher again. Our thoughts and prayers are with him as they will get him to the hospital and make sure everything is okay. As it's always scary, and it becomes a little bit, it's always hockey becomes irrelevant to what happened here in just several minutes ago. Again, Matthew King and Keller Herman got tangled up, and King ended up to throw. I don't want to say he threw him to the ground, but he ended up getting him to the ground or getting him to the ice, and the back of his head hit the ice, and so as they get him out on the stretcher. And with 4:19 left to go here in the third period, we will get back into the hockey game. So it will be a 5-minute major to Matthew King. And a minute 44 seconds of a power play still to Andre Carbonneau, and then 16 seconds. So it'll be 4-on-3. And then for 16 seconds, 4-on-4. And then the Capitals have a 3-minute major penalty. So they're having a discussion right now if the Capitals want to finish playing this game or not. And the two teams will play again tomorrow at 12 o'clock. And so as they talk about that, 4:19 left to go here in the third period. So looks like we'll return to the game here with 4:19 left to go here in the third period. 46-27 in shots in favor of the Hawaii Capitals. And we will have the Capitals be 4-on-3 for 1 minute and 44 seconds. And 4-on-3 for 1 minute 44, and then 16 seconds of 4-on-4 before a 3-minute power play for the Capitals, but that will end before the end of the game. Be 2:19 of a Capital power play to finish out the rest of the evening. So again, they put some time on the clock to get everybody stretched back up again and get ready to go.
Minor penalty on number 12 for interference for the Capitals.
Keller Herman gets called for interference.
2 minutes. For Sioux Center Storm, we have a 5-minute head contact.
5-minute major for King. Head contact was the call.
So it'll be 4-on-3 Storm power play.
So it'll be 4-on-3. Again for 16 seconds. And then with the minute and 40, after that, 4-on-3 for 1 minute 44. And then it'll go to a 16-second 4-on-4. And the last 2:19 of the game will be, or potentially a little bit longer, but it will be a power play for the rest of the game for the Capitals. So let's see if the Capitals can get fired back up here for the last 4:19. And maybe they can make a run at this. It's going to be tough. But with 4:19 left to go here in the third period, we are about set to get back to play. And the Capitals are down by 3 goals. Can they make an inspired run? And referee telling Coach Steele that they're going to call it super tight the rest of the way. So here, with 4:19 left to go, the Sioux Center Storm will have a 4-on-3 power play. So it'll be a power play in the face-off in the Capitals zone with, again, 4:19 left to go here in the third period. So after that long delay, and again, our thoughts, prayers, especially with Keller Herman right now. Hopefully that he is going to be okay. And hockey aside, just hope that he is going to be okay, as we are back to hockey here in the last 4:10 as it comes out of the zone. Again, 4-on-3, the Caps have a Hermanson endodontics penalty kill for another minute 30 seconds. Sioux Center, they're going to take their time. They're going to pass it back and forth. The Capitals are in no hurry right now. And they can pretty much wait until about 2:19 left to go. Howard will be closing in and try and work here. It will go to 4-on-4 here in the next minute 10. So now Sioux Center starting to move it up, and now they're going to slow things up again. And there's not a whole lot of action going on the ice right now. They're going to take their time to for the 50 seconds left to go here in the power play. And they're just passing it back and forth back there behind their own net. Isaac Barton, Dre Burnt talking right now in the neutral zone. Still 40 seconds left to go here on the power play. 3:12 left. So as slow as it possibly can be in hockey right now. Howard trying to take it away. He ends up taking it away. A backhander almost went right over the top of Myers. Maybe it went off the mask of Myers. Now 25 seconds left to go, and maybe that will start picking up speed here a little bit. Aiden DeJager will carry it in. Howard takes it away from DeJager, gets it, clears the zone with 15 seconds left to go on the power play on the 4-on-3. And then it'll be, again, 16 seconds, around 17 seconds of 4-on-4. And then Kings' major penalty will finish out the rest of regulation. So now we are at 4-on-4. And the Caps now with 12 seconds to go, getting ready to go. And looking to try and take things away here from Sioux Center. That pass comes in the neutral zone, picked off by Jaron Beck. He will turn. Caps now have 5-on-4 power play with 2:16 left to go here in the third period. As it is Burt with Sanderson stepping on the ice. That pass broken up and it's cleared away by Sioux Center. With 2:05 left to go. Caps down by 3. Howard will fake out Duden. And now Howard will pick it in the neutral zone, carrying the offensive end. Goes from his backhand to his forehand. Couldn't get the shot away, though. DeJager hard off the boards, and out of the zone it goes again with 1:45 left to go. 2:25 left on the power play. Again, that doesn't really matter. All that matters right now is that it's a minute and 40 seconds, minute 30 seconds to go. And Howard can't get up off the ice. He is slow to get up. Oh, maybe if there was a offside or what it was, but Howard will skate to the bench. And he is going to sit down, and Brian Hermanson will look at him too now. Jaden Flora pass broken up. Now Duden into the neutral zone. Pass goes over Sanderson. And it's intercepted by Bart. Bart will throw it down off of Burnt. 1:18 left to go in the third period. So the Capitals, without a big run here in the last 70 seconds, will fall here in the first of 2 games against Sioux Center. Sanderson from the side of the net. That pass off the skates of Grease. Comes back out to the blue line where Burnt will throw it to the net, and a save made by Myers. He's made 44 saves in net, has Myers. Burnt trying to get to the back end of the forehand. He's drugged down, so the Capitals will go 5-on-3 if they don't score here with 50 seconds left to go. Scholes will make his way to the bench, and the Capitals get the extra skater. Grease back down for Beck, and then it's going to be touched up eventually by Sioux Center with 44 seconds to go, and a hook is called against the Sioux Center Storm. And with 44 seconds, Capitals have their 7th power play. And Carter Scholes will stay off the ice. Aiden DeJager. So the Caps will get the extra attacker on. 44 seconds to go. Now 6-on-3. Grease wins the face-off. They're going to put Ryan Wadeen now in front of the net. Jaron Beck, he's waiting back behind the net. Pass is intercepted. A backhand flip out of the zone. It'll go wide of the net, but it's going to be picked up by Burt with 30 seconds left to go here in the third period. With 25 seconds left to go, Burt will move his way down. Hands off for Beck. And Beck from the side. His shot gets broken up. Down to 15 seconds to go. Sanderson, his shot save made by Myers with 11.4 left. And Burko will make his way out of the ice after he is able to come out with 33 seconds to go. So 11.4 left to go here in the third period. Face-off will be won by the Capitals. Sanderson with 5 seconds to go, trying to get one more shot away to try and score one more time. They will not. Down to 1 second, and Beck's shot, he fans on it. And that will end the hockey game here tonight. A 6-3 lead here for a 6-3 win for the Sioux Center Storm. We'll step aside and come back with the post-game show. Listening to Caps Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
Hi, this is Keenan Howard, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back here into the post-game show, the Oahe Capitals fall 6-3 here tonight to the Sioux Center Storm. Isaac Bart had 4 goals in the win. It was Grady Duden scoring, as well as Vandenberg also scoring, the other 2 goal scorers for the Sioux Center Storm. Keenan Howard, as well as Carter Sanderson and Ashton Grease, each scored goals for the Capitals as they fall 6-3 here this evening. And not talking with Coach Steve Steele, and our thoughts and prayers, and we'll see if we have an update to pass along tomorrow on how Keller Herman is doing. And again, if you're just now joining us, yes, we're in the post-game show, but Keller Herman, with about 4 minutes to play in the third period, got driven to the ice and ended up having to go to the hospital and left on a stretcher in the ambulance and is at the hospital. So our thoughts, prayers are with Keller Herman, and hopefully we'll have an update to bring to you tomorrow. Hopefully it will be good news, and hockey, outside of hockey, we hope that he is okay and that he can, that is nothing more than just a trip over there. So The Caps, again, fall 6-3 here tonight to the Sioux Center Storm. We will be back on the air 11:40 tomorrow morning. Again, tomorrow morning 11:40 with a puck drop at noon, as we'll have the second game between the Caps and the Sioux Center Storm here on Sunday afternoon tomorrow morning, again, right here on Capital City Rock and available to watch on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. That'll wrap things up for us here this evening as you're listening to a KCCR FM Blunt, and the Caps fall at 6-3 here this evening to the Sioux Center Storm. Here, thanks to Jacob Mayer back at the station as we say goodnight for the Expo Center. Storm win it 6-3 over the Capitals.
You've been listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Capitals Hockey is brought to you in part by Weatherall, Leisure Palace, Hermanson Endodontics, Fisher Rounds and Associates, Sunmasters, and All Around Graphics. Join us all season long for both boys and girls varsity action on your home for Caps Hockey, Capital City Rock, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports, Central South Dakota's sports leader.